He chose poorly.
Culture. Previously on the recap.
Sorry, I'm proper derailing the show. Kenny's never going to let me back in.
First of all, Dan, I didn't let you in tonight. So that's what happens, you know. He just shows up, hijacks your show. That's okay. Dan, you're always welcome. If you want the link, just let me know. Or let Alexi know, and Alexi will let you in. But Alexi's not here today, so, you know, it's not going to happen today. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is Friday. Today is Thursday, so I think we're 2 Thursdays in a row. Next week, we got to switch it up. Otherwise, we're back to that same old business. But yeah, we're here tonight. Of course, you know the drill. You see the ticker right there. If you ever want to be on this show, be part of the conversation, it's as easy as sending me a DM on Instagram. It's right there. It's Encounter Culture, the same thing. I keep it easy for you. Head over there, send me that DM. I'll send you the link. You come on. We talk about action figures. That's how it works. That's the recap. Of course, if this is your first time here, I do appreciate you dropping in. But if you are here week in, week out, then I just want to say thank you for your unwavering commitment to not better yourself. But or maybe you are. Maybe this is, I don't know. Anyway, thank you. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Of course, feel free to join that members club while you're at it. Do want to give a shout out to those members. Yeah, that's right. So last week, if you were watching, apparently this is a cult now. You're part of the Encountered cult. I don't know. It's workshopped. We'll see how that works out. There was a disclaimer, though, not a real cult. So if you're worried about that, fear not, my friends. Fear not. Guys, it's not just me tonight. Of course, I do have some co-hosts with me. However, Alexi is not going to be one of them tonight. So make sure you go to Alexi's Instagram and send him some mean DMs because he's abandoned us all like a wayward father going out for smokes and lotto tickets. He says he'll be back, but only time will tell. Tonight, though, I do have the compulsive collector, John, joining me. John, welcome.
Hey, Kenny, how's it going?
Going all right. You know, a pretty easy week so far. Tomorrow should be another easy day. So this week's not been bad. I've actually had a pretty decent week. So, John, how about you?
Not too bad. I really liked how you tried to convince people it's not a real cult. That was just almost sold it there.
That's pretty much what you say when it is an actual cult, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. I did my research, so.
I'm glad to have gotten in early. So like when the pyramid scheme starts out, I'm near the top.
See, exactly. It pays to be at the forefront of these types of things. So, John, we do have another gentleman joining us this evening. I don't know if have you been on with JB before? Maybe you have.
No.
Okay, so this is JB's third time joining. So we do have JB joining us tonight. JB, what's going on? You are muted, my friend. You're muted.
Okay, that's the way to start. No, I'm great. How are y'all gentlemen doing this evening?
Doing good, doing good. Ready to talk some action figure news, So
All right. And John, for the record, I want to say it's great to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too, JB.
Like, I know I got a buddy named John. He's got a long, flowing beard.
Oh, okay.
So, looks good.
It is a common name, so I'm not surprised you know someone with the name.
Yeah.
and a beard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, of course, guys, we can't do this alone. We do have the chat working with us throughout this whole debacle. Mike Hex was here nice and early. What's up, Mike? Of course, Just Justin Collects is out there talking about encountering some culture. I guess that's really what we're here to do, huh? Speaking of Justin, I didn't give him his usual shout out during the members portion because, I had to deal with some fancy graphics and music because I guess I've got a new budget. I don't know what's going on anyway. Just Justin Collects, of course, every Saturday night, collecting Justified, 8:45-ish p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, we have the gentleman from Between Two Sentinels, Mafex Toys, and J Shot joining us. It'll be a good conversation. Those are good guys. They have their own show, of course, and there's a lot of photography involved with Mafex. And I'm looking forward to talking to J Shot for the first time. So, yeah, that'll be a good show. So Saturday, 8:45-ish p.m. Eastern on Collecting Justified. And you can see the guy right there. Just look for that logo. Just Justin Collects is the channel. Christopher Allen was there, and I accidentally joined another cult. Damn it. Well, I think that's actually how it's designed to work, Christopher Allen. So you seem to just keep falling into repeated traps here. I'm just saying. Jay's Toy Collection UK, who joined last week, from the UK, staying up all night to make sure that Snowcat funded, which it did. Unlike last week's all-nighter, I'm off the bed and we'll catch the replay. No, Jay, I appreciate it and absolutely understand. And shout out to Abby from Figure Fight Club, who I got to meet over the past weekend. Just the nicest dude, and has his own show over there on Figure Fight Club. And by show, I mean several shows. So if you're not checking out Figure Fight Club, it's a whole world to dive into. Appreciate it, Abby. Gabriel is here. Happy Thursday, everyone. Dan, do you have the link? Also, Dan, did you like you like the cult thing, right? So, Dan, I have something to show you. Okay, are you ready? Dan, this is what we landed on with the encountered cult last week. So whenever anybody joins the channel from now on, or at least until we decide that this is not going to be the case anymore, this is what you're going to get, Dan. So there you go. That was the extensive conversation we had last week about what the channel members should be called. And somehow we landed on a cult. I don't know, but here we are. So Christopher Allen, appreciate you stumbling into that trap once more. All right, gentlemen. So we may have a couple of other folks joining us throughout the evening. I think Justin may make his usual late pop in. David Evan Smith is out there somewhere. David, where are you? But let's get into some toy news. So we'll kick it off with an update on the Star Wars HasLab, because that's been the case that we've been going with week in, week out until these things are over. Of course, Snowcat funded last week. That went just a little over the 3 tiers at 15,000 and change. Star Wars Vintage Collection, however, is sitting at a low 3,612 with 18 days left to go. I think from talking with both of you here, none of us are in on this thing.
No.
So, how do you guys think? I mean, is this going to fund? There's I think this is looking a little iffy at this point. Now we went back and forth with the Snowcat saying the same thing, and then it really took off in the last day or so, which is pretty par for the course. But I don't know. There seems to be not a lot of interest. Go ahead.
It's shaky, but I mean, it's on pace to hit the 8,000. But the question is, if it's still got 3,000 to go, does it get that same last 48-hour push that successful crowdfunding campaigns always get? And it may not. That's going to be what determines it. Like I know there are some prequel era Jedi that are stretch goals, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah.
I just, as I've said since they launched it, I think it's a tough sell after the size and the detail of the Ghost and the price that was a couple years ago. Yeah, it's a couple years ago, but it just makes it a tough sell.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and that price, it's not a good price. Yeah, you do get that extra stuff. I'm not I don't collect TVC anyway, so I would never be in on this, but I think if I'm a TVC collector, I'm probably out on this as well. But
if you're a diehard vintage collector, you're gonna back this. But if you're just like a casual who just collects like certain, like you collect only the certain shows or films that you like, I don't see many of those backing it. Unless they are a big Clone Wars fan, they'll back this, but a casual collector won't really. And of course, too, like you said, Kenny, we've talked about this before, and I've talked with some buddies of mine about it. And honestly, if it was just the vehicle, I think more people would back it. But this is Hasbro; they have to add extra items and extra things to justify the price.
Justified, right? Yes. No, yeah, but to that point, I mean, if it's a good HasLab project, I don't mind the tiers. I kind of like the incentive of, hey, if more people back this, we get this thing. Now, I get it. It goes both ways, right? Because if it doesn't get to those tiers, then you're absolutely never gonna get your money's worth out of whatever the project is. But
and I keep seeing this every year. I saw it with the Snowcat. I've seen it with this, where people in their comments on social media say, "Just put everything in. Like, we already know you bake everything into the price. Just put everything in at 8,000." And just so hopefully at least one person watches this that needs to be able to understand this. But yes, things are baked into a price at a certain quantity order. Because if they order 8,000 of these, they're paying more per unit than if they order 12,000 of these. So like they're like, people just, before they say things like that and start getting a bunch of other people to repeat it, they should try to understand a little bit about how like manufacturing and importing works. And I'm not saying the price is great. I'm not saying any of that. I just said that because I think the Ghost was $550, if I remember correctly. I could be mistaken. It's been 2 years, so I'm not 100% sure about that. But this, when you like relative to the older gunships that have been released, it's not that much bigger, and there's way less value to me in this than there was for the Ghost, whether it was 550, 600, whatever. There's just less value here. I think this is a tough sell, and it to me is not what HasLab, what they said it would be, like dream projects. I don't see this as that more impressive than the existing gunship molds that are out there.
You don't close your eyes at night and see this?
Yeah. No.
This really just the vehicle I could see on a store shelf, or at least being exclusive to something. But I agree with John. This really doesn't feel like it needs to be a HasLab ordeal. This just needs to be like a made to order, or just get rid of all the extra stuff. Just give me the vehicle, charge me $100 or whatever, and I'll pay for it. But it's overpriced. It doesn't need to be here. Like, what was the one HasLab I'd say that was worth being a part of it was the Giant Man. That was that needed to be there. That needed to be a HasLab. Well, it didn't need to be a HasLab. It didn't. But I see why you want to make it a HasLab so they could have like tiers to be able to unlock different looks for the Giant Man. But I mean, Toy Biz, they did a Giant Man that was what, a Build-A-Figure years ago? Like how long was that?
Yeah.
Okay. So really most of their HasLabs they do, we know can be retail stuff or exclusives like Target or Walmart because we know they love to push that stuff. But they make it a HasLab. So it's like, okay, if you don't back this, you don't get the product. And you have to pay double, triple the price of what it's costing to get it if you want it. So
yeah, there's an associated risk too. Like Giant Man going to retail, yeah, a lot of people will buy it, but they also risk things going to clearance and like really
yeah.
And that's exactly what would happen, and that's why Galactus, the Sentinel, Giant Man would not work at retail, would not work on Amazon, because the retailer is also aware of that. And that's one thing with $20-$25 figure, but with a $300 plus item, that the retailers aren't going to dedicate the shelf space to it. I mean, look how quickly the Mcfarlane vehicles get clearanced out, and they're like $100-$120. Like we're never going to see like stuff like this at brick and mortar retail again. It's just not like it was feasible when there were kids and they could sell way more of them, but little kids age out of character-based toys so young now that the demand just isn't what it used to be.
Before we move to the next thing, just a quick shout out to Rowdy Riles. And David's out there. Hey, Toy Sluts. Hey, David. You got the link, David, whenever you're ready.
Honestly, what would y'all add to justify this being $450 or $500? What would you add?
A squad of clone troopers.
Yeah.
Even if they're all the same mold and just one or two of them have a different deco.
I
think this would have been easier to pull off if they had launched it around when Disney Plus brought the Clone Wars back and you had the Siege of Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
And if you could tie it into that and maybe have like whatever the character that Ray Stevenson voiced, his name slips my mind, and Rook cast in their Mando like Maul loyalist armor and stuff like that. I don't think Sacy Tin and Agent Kolar, I don't think those get enough people excited. And they also know that if this doesn't happen, you're still going to get those figures sooner or later. Those are not obscure characters that will only ever be offered through a HasLab.
Yep.
So you brought up Mcfarlane earlier, and I know how much you want to talk about this next crowdfunded item. So, John, you now have 3,298 people to be disappointed in with only one day to go. So it can't get that much worse.
It's going to get worse, though. It's going to get worse, and I am disappointed.
I mean, that's pretty substantial. Opinions about Snyderverse aside, I mean, I don't know. I just, this is not for me. I get it. Alexi is in on this. He enjoys it, but only up to level 3. So I'm really curious who went all the way out to level 5 to get that Todd McFarlane signed Justice League poster. But
Alexi,
it's really Alexi. Yes.
Yeah.
So that's okay. But guess what, John? Next week, well, we'll probably talk about it next week to show the final numbers. But in 2 weeks, you won't have to hear about this anymore.
Thank God for that, I guess. I mean,
I actually don't make any promises. It'll probably.
Honestly, I don't. You probably talked about it last week. I'm not going to really keep a track of the McFarlane stuff, but the Batmobile that they're doing for the Batman.
Yeah.
I actually thought about ordering that when it went up for pre-order, because I was like, this really doesn't look like that. It could just be a car. It really doesn't look like the car from that movie. And And then I looked at it and I saw that only one of the doors opens, and I was like, oh, never mind. It's just McFarlane being McFarlane. I'm not buying that shit.
You got to cut costs somewhere.
I guess.
Yeah, we just leave that passenger door closed. Nobody needs that. That's wild, though.
Yeah.
So yeah, this 143% funded. Wow, people really wanted that. Okay. Well, folks,
Hey, there are diehard McFarlane fans out there who will buy anything McFarlane Toys. So,
and there are at least 3,300 people who went and saw Zack Snyder movies. So
yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
And those audiences are intersecting right here.
Yeah. It's a perfect storm of shit.
All right, we'll come back to that at some point. Let's see. Yes, Mephisto is running out of time. When 8/26, the 21st.
Tuesday, right?
5 days on this Tuesday to back your made-to-order Mephisto, which will go very well with my new themes. So
yeah,
there you go. I'm absolutely in on this. I backed it right away. I mean, and for one, I will always say that I much prefer this made to order thing versus a HasLab, even though like I have no real problems with HasLabs. Just made to order is a better process. Now, all that to be said, you're not always going to get something as large as a Sentinel as these made to order, right? They're going to be, seems like more and more probably just larger characters, but not to that giant scale, right?
Right.
I can be honest, as we're talking about, I just pre-ordered my copy right now.
There you go. See, that's
I was on the fence about it at first because most people have talked about this, has been divided between it. Like some people said, like Anthony's Custom said, oh, there'll probably be another one in a few years, a version that'll be cheaper than this, which I can see them do that, like an alternate version of Mephisto. But I mean, this seems to be, I mean, is it worth $80? Probably, maybe, I don't know. Is it worth $80? It's not. It's not worth $80 because really this is what Hasbro wishes they could charge for their Maximum Series figures, honestly. But, I mean, the throne is cool, but I can already guarantee it's going to be kind of like a McFarlane thing where it's just one hollow piece. Probably will be.
Yeah.
So really the only thing you have writing on is the figure itself, which is a nice figure. But we know how McFarlane loves to do repaints. They love to reissue figures when they can because they know they can make more money off of it. What do we talk about whenever? Yeah, why we? Yeah, Dan's got a point. But like how some collectors have said, what does McFarlane do? He releases versions of characters we don't want only down the pipeline to release versions we do want, like Wonder Woman, The Flash. You think about how long we had to wait to get a classic Wonder Woman on the shelf. We waited about, 3 years after he got the line? 3 years before he finally released it one? Probably. I think if my math is right.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah.
But Hasbro does the same thing. Like, we're getting the hooded version of Cyclops. How long did we have to wait to get that again? Like, the original Toys R Us one came out, years ago, and now we're finally getting a reissue of that one with Jean Grey that's coming up for pre-order next month. So I mean, I don't think it's worth the price, but the figure is still good. So as Dan said, why wait now? Why wait? Just get it now while you can.
Yeah. The price $80. It feels a little much,
Steep.
right? You
Little
think
steep.
Dragon Man was 89, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big, bulky figure, beautiful figure. This Mephisto though looks fantastic. I saw it in person already. I mean, it looks really, really nice. I still probably would be happier at like $60, but look, I'm always going to be happier to spend less money than more money. So that I don't even think is a solid argument. But all that to say, yeah, I mean, it was an instant pre-order for me because it's going to be like it's going to be a focal point in a display, right?
Yeah, it was for me too. I ordered it just as soon as it went up, and with that throne, if the price had been 100, I wouldn't have hesitated. It looks fantastic, and that's something that it's something that for me not only works with Mephisto in the Marvel Legends display, but it's something I can do things with elsewhere with my toys. Especially like with the throne side, and then the back side that's got the kind of distorted Michael Golden skull. Like I already have ideas for this, and honestly, like this is an easy purchase. I'm totally okay with the price.
Well, like we was just talking about a second ago about the HasLab vintage collection vehicle for Star Wars, we're talking about what they should add to justify the price. I mean, what else could they add to justify $80 though for this?
10
for me,
more
this more than justifies $80. Like I'm good with this.
Okay.
Yeah, this, John, to your point, the throne is beautiful and absolutely will work in other areas, almost to the point where like I kind of would like to have more than one throne, but I don't need two Mephistos. I'm sure I could sell off a Mephisto and keep a second throne, but there's a lot of potential for this throne specifically in other areas of your collection. So yeah, just
the only thing I would change is I wish more of the skulls were not like permanently part of the throne base. I wish that more than one of them were removable.
Well, that's why I said it's going to be one hollow piece. And I guarantee you half of them are not going to have this much detail, like paint added to it, than what we think, than what it looks.
Yeah. So 5 more days, back that thing. Remember, it charges when it ships. So you can always cancel before July 1st of next year.
Which is a nice option to have, because I did cancel my pre-order for the X-Men 97 Sentinel. I wasn't planning on keeping it anyway. I wasn't even sure what I was going to do with it. I just put an order in. And then when I pre-ordered all those Cosmic Legions, which wasn't many, but they're expensive. When I pre-ordered those a couple months ago, I was like, let me cancel this Sentinel. I don't really want that anyway.
Yeah. Okay. Dan says, I have no issue on the price for this. One of the most needed villains for my collection. Everything is expensive. Talking about price is boring. Price is the price. No, you're not. I mean, Dan, you're not wrong. I mean, we talked about this last week.
Yeah.
People will throw away money on many things, right? So at least this is something you can put in your display. And if you're Justin, he's got a Savage Crucible dungeon idea to go with.
Yeah.
Stu did say with people, with Dragon Man, you see like people regretting not backing the Dragon Man. Will that lead more people to back this? And it's a good question, Stu. And I can see it kind of in the way that, say, like the HasLab Sentinel, right? Like people back that, people regretted the next year. A lot more people backed the Galactus. And now you see like more Galactus available on the aftermarket closer to the original price versus the Sentinel, which has always been much higher than the original price, right? So while more people may be in on this with that idea, I don't know that that's necessarily a good idea, right? Because you're just going to have a larger influx of people, which will just saturate any sort of aftermarket on that, while Dragon Man will continue to thrive. So
you guys are upsetting Dan in the chat.
Yeah.
that's what I'm here to do,
Yeah. I will give Hasbro one thing credit, is that they're now doing made to orders instead of HasLabs, like doing tiers. I like that better, that we that everything is included. We don't have to pour money into it to get an item. It's all included like it is. I don't know. That's my opinion. I like the made to order idea a lot better than a backing like tiers and stuff. Which tiers are cool.
Agree.
But then you get but then if it's like a tier that you want, you're skeptical. Oh, is it going to make that tier list? Is it going to get to that point? And it doesn't. You left kind of disappointed about it, like somewhat, because there were people who were disappointed about remember the Giant Man didn't get the zombie faceplate. That one didn't get backed.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Oh.
All right, Dan. Well, guess what? I'm gonna back out of this page. How about that? Let's see. This week, additional pre-orders. Dan, I'm gonna be backing this Wolverine and Storm 2-pack as well.
I did not back this.
I did.
You backed it?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I did pre-order this though. Look, a Wolverine's in there. I'm absolutely in there. I love the previous version of the Storm that we have. First of all, I love this costume for Storm. Do I need an upgrade on that one? I don't think I need an upgrade, but that one does have like those single jointed elbows, and this does look much improved. I would have bought the Wolverine anyway. Yeah, Storm. So
I'm just
honestly though, what's that?
I said I'm just making Dan mad tonight. He needs to go to bed.
But with the X-Men 97 stuff, I've been in on everything except for that Gambit Rogue 2-pack. Just can't get in on that. Yeah, that's right, Dan. Back everything.
I did pre-order this 2-pack though, even though I do like the Secret Wars Wolverine, because the color in that one reminds more of y'all. If y'all remember Pride of the X-Men, the cartoon that came out back in the 80s. The coloring on Secret Wars is more in line with that. So if you are a fan of Pride of the X-Men, this Storm will work with it. Or if you didn't get the Secret Wars Wolverine, you can use these two, use the Cyclops, get a Nightcrawler, and then you're going to buy as a Colossus and Dazzler, and you can have the Pride of the X-Men team if you choose to. So you can do X-Men of the 80s, but if you want to keep it like in the 97, then you can do that.
Yeah, no, and that's why I'm liking. First of all, I like that they went to those costumes towards the end of the first season. Right, a lot of great, very classic costumes for the X-Men. So whether you're using them for an X-Men 97 display or to fill in gaps for your other displays, specifically like with that Cyclops, that's just going to fill a gap for me. It's not going into like any X-Men 97 display. But what's going on down here? Oh, yeah, I think I can do that. But if you do that, then he might not let me on the show. You know, it's a.
I mean, would that be the worst thing?
I guess I could have my Saturday night to myself, right?
Right, like
Carolina might be happy with that. So
go see Superman again. You can watch paint dry. Anything's better than Justin.
We watched Superman the other day, and then this weekend we went and watched Naked Gun. So both movies are really good.
I very much enjoyed Superman. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Which, by the way, I need to check the status of my Hot Toys Superman.
The Hot Toys?
Yeah, I think it's still got it. I think it's it. Is it
That'll
normal
be
for them
next year,
to give?
won't it?
Is it normal for them to give like a window? It said sometime between October and January.
Oh, that would be real fast. First of all, don't expect them to actually hit those dates. Expect it next year, early next year, either right before or right after Chinese New Year. The Hot Toys are frequently late. And yes, the few months window, that is standard.
Okay. All right. Well, it's out there. It'll be here at some point. All right. So we got that. The other 2-pack that everyone is super excited about and has no complaints about that went up for pre-order this week is your Extremist Iron Man, and Mandarin has entered the fold.
My complaint about this is different from just about everyone else's in that this is exactly the look for Mandarin that I wanted. I just didn't want it in a 2-pack. I have no desire for another Iron Man, so I'm not paying $50 for that Mandarin figure. It's just, well, it is what it is.
I backed it because the Iron Man is an improvement over the first release, and I kind of like the coloring on this Iron Man compared to the first Extremis Iron Man we got. Not the first one, the second version, the upgrade. And I mean, I think more people, like Dan said, should back this, because if everybody backs this, then it'll show Hasbro that, yeah, people like Mandarin, people like Iron Man, do more Mandarin, do more Iron Man. So they look at the numbers. They like the numbers. So if this set does well, then I could see them doing more Mandarin figures sooner rather than later. I mean, we always seem to get a bunch of Iron Man figures about every year. So who say we won't get a Mandarin? Get any more if we don't back it? So
no, we will. Look, Dan Yoon posted on X that something to the effect of there will be other Mandarin figures in the future, right? If this isn't the one that you want, that is what it is. I do feel like there's great potential for the animated version to come out on the Iron Man retro card, more classic comic one at some point, I'm sure. Like, there's been a lot of apprehension. I don't know, and I don't even know if the apprehension is from the company. I think there's just this apprehension in the zeitgeist that people just assume that a character called Mandarin isn't going to be made into action figure form. But this is at least a step in that direction.
I don't think it's so much about the name as it is that original design being what it is. I don't think you're ever going to see anything like that. Like, Disney is not going to let that happen. Never mind Marvel's licensing office. But I think that something that resembles the cartoon look is probably possible. They may not do it in such a way that everyone would be happy about it, but something that would at least, fill that gap that people who like that 90s animation would want.
Yeah.
But this is something like, I will either get this when Amazon drops the price, or I'll get a Mandarin loose on eBay at some point. But I just don't want that Iron Man. It's not happening. I'm just so over the multi-packs that with figures I don't want in them,
You just have like a collection of figures. You're like, I don't want these. No, I'm not saying you do, but like you could.
Well, they're doing a lot of figures lately in multi-packs. Oh, sorry, Kenny.
No, go for it.
I was saying they're doing a lot of more, as we've seen this year, they're doing a lot of figures in multi-packs more than anything, which is kind of a good thing. But when they're in a multi-pack, it really means you can strip down the character's accessories to certain things. Like, look at the Thunderbolt sets. There should have been more included in those 2-packs with those characters than what we got with them. So yeah, I don't know if y'all agree or disagree with that assessment.
I didn't pay much attention to it since it was MCU stuff. I don't know what accessories they had or didn't have, but I mean, I got a hanging thing on my closet door full of accessories. I don't usually worry too much about that unless you're talking about something new that hasn't been done before. But I just, to me, like it was one thing when, figures averaged about $20 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But when they started doing more 2-packs, 3-packs was around the same time that things jumped to $25. And, I don't mind spending $50 on something I want. I mean, you can see behind, that's fine. But I don't like throwing away money on stuff I don't want. And it also used to be easier to turn around and sell something that you didn't want on eBay and at least get your money back for it. And that's not so much the case now, because everyone is who doesn't want both figures is doing exactly what I'm talking about. They're going to wait to see Amazon drop the price.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's all that I keep seeing and hearing. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense, right? An Iron Man and a 2-pack, I feel like those sets are typically going to hit that clearance at some point.
Yep.
Even if you try to create like a false demand by making it an Amazon exclusive, you know, I mean, it's still available and it's going to be. So that just goes to show, like, people aren't interested in paying up $50 for a 2-pack that involves a figure that they just don't want. I mean, it's a specific suit for Iron Man 2. So even if you just wanted a Iron Man in your collection, you know,
it's not even the suit from that Matt Fraction run where this Mandarin figure comes from.
No, it's not. Well, I mean, and they do 2-packs as well. So it's like, for a perfect example, Psylocke and Thanos. Psylocke should have been her own figure, but they put her in a 2-pack with Thanos, which not many people really cared about that figure, and most people wanted the Psylocke, so they put her in a 2-pack. And then you look at the Captain America and Venom; those 2 figures could have sold on their own. They didn't need to be in a 2-pack together, but instead they did. I mean,
Right.
War Machine Omega Red. I mean, the War Machine was really not necessary. I see on eBay everybody's selling their War Machine figures, but they're keeping the Omega Red, and you got the same thing for Wolverine and Silver Samurai. Nobody really wanted Silver Samurai. They just wanted the new Wolverine because mostly everybody loves Wolverine. So it's perspective. There are some 2-packs they'll do where both figures, where you care about both, but most time when they do 2-packs, it's usually you want to buy one figure, but you know you have to buy it with another figure you don't want.
Yeah. It does make me kind of miss like the bigger multi-packs, you know. I can kind of deal with getting one figure in a 5-pack that I don't necessarily care about, right? Instead of
Like the pack with Razorback.
Yeah,
It had the little ultimate
the little
Peter Parker
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. Yeah.
Which, by the way, when that came out, I sold that little Spider-Man. Somebody paid $80 for that little Spider-Man. So that ate a significant chunk out of what I paid for the pack. So
I passed on that pack. That pack was one of the things that made me think, you know what? I don't need all these D-list characters. And that pack was what shifted my collecting of Marvel Legends, was that set.
Well,
whereas the X-Men villain set that came out before that had Strife and Zero and Vertigo and Pretty Boy and I forget who else. That was, there you go. There's 5 new X-Men villains. Well, I mean, Strife wasn't new, but I didn't have the Strife that had been released before, so that worked really well for me. That was fine.
Yeah. Did you say Zero? Because Zero was in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And with the portal effect too.
Was it Random?
I agree. Yeah.
Was Random the other character in that?
Yes,
Okay.
That's right. So actually, and I agree, like that was a great pack, but I was a little upset that Random was in that pack because Random is a figure that I had wanted for a long time. I was hoping for something a little bigger, but
gotcha.
It's still a good looking Random, but
it is a good figure.
Yeah. So Collecting Rush, shout out Rush, says you can't really say the Gamerverse 2-packs are wrong because the packs are based off a fighting game, so it makes sense. And I agree with Rush. And for another reason too, I mean, they are different versions of those characters. Even like the Silver Samurai is a little bit bigger than the retro carded one. They're the game version of it, so it's not exactly the same. So I think there's absolutely an argument to be made there. And for people who aren't interested, they could just sit out on those and backtrack on the older versions or wait till a single release version comes out. I just feel like there's a sense that people think they need to buy whatever the next thing is, you know, or get mad about it instead of just, you know, moving on. And
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think they do whatever they want with the Gamerverse figures because I don't want any of that anyway. So you can put them in 2-packs, 3-packs. You can sell them a piece at a time, just chopped up, dismembered action figures. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to buy that, but it's worth a shot.
So this is the first, not the first one, but you know what I mean. This is the second version, and so the only difference between this one and that one is the coloring, the type of plastic they're using and paint they're using for the figure. Then also he's got the ab crunch or the ab crunch. Yeah, the
Yes,
cutoff
don't
piece
forget-
right there, which
That's Dan. Don't forget about that.
they need to reverse that. That should have been reversed.
And so they added that, but my thing is like, why didn't you just give him a ball jointed
Yeah.
waist instead of doing that? Instead of the lower torso hinge, if they would have just had the diaphragm ball joint and then the ball jointed waist like that,
Mhm.
and then I would have looked at it and I would have been like, well, damn, that is a cool Iron Man, and I might have bought the pack.
Yeah, but you got that cutoff because they added that ab crunch that cuts it off and it makes it look a little ugly.
Yeah.
Damn. All that was keeping us from this Iron Man was a ball joint.
Dan even
Marvel
mentioned
Legends
his-
need more balls, is what I'm trying to say.
Speaking of balls, Maximum Deadpool. Okay. Another figure everybody had no complaints about.
Ugh.
not really the look I would go for with Deadpool. It's not. It's the look they've kind of been using. Well, it's close to the look they used. This is the look they used from the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave.
Yep.
Was that right? Was it Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave?
Yeah.
Where they used that? Okay. I mean, it's not a bad look for Deadpool, but there are a lot of looks that we haven't had for him. Like, there's quite a few looks for Deadpool we've not had in figure form yet. And I'm not talking like the underwear or the pirate Deadpool. I'm talking about like, have we ever got like his first appearance? Like, we got his first appearance in that retro card back. I have that one mint on card. So I don't know what look they could do. I mean, do y'all like this look for Deadpool, or could they have done something different? Like, would you prefer a different look?
I mean, it's fine, but I have the Juggernaut wave figure, and I just the only thing I want out of this is dupe, and I have the Toy Biz dupe. It's the only Toy Biz anything in my collection, but I do want this dupe with the X-Men logo instead of the X-Statix logo. So
there are 3 characters I'll buy no matter what. So Deadpool is one of those 3. So
okay.
I'm in on it. I mean, it does look really good, but to the main point here, it is that same look from the Juggernaut wave. Is it significantly better? I mean, it looks like a good Deadpool figure. Is it an upgrade for my collection? No, but it's just going into the horde, you know. So
I mean, this is definitely a big upgrade over that Juggernaut wave figure. There's really no disputing that, but I don't give a shit enough about Deadpool to want to spend $50 to upgrade it. Like I'm not going to sit around and play with Deadpool because I just don't care about Deadpool. He's just to me, he's a character who's been enjoyable in like maybe 3 comic runs over the course of his entire existence. So like, I just want dupe.
I think, and I think a lot of people probably have that sentiment as well. I feel like this would have pissed more people off, but I feel like I would have preferred that they put him in the X-Force like black and gray, since we've been getting updates of those, you know, like the Archangel, X-23, Warpath, to kind of go with those. But that would have definitely made more people angry because why the hell aren't we getting a regular?
You're right, but I would have been happier about buying that because when I mentioned Deadpool has been good in about 3 comic runs, the best of those was the Rick Remender Uncanny X-Force books. So if he were in that look and came with the dupe, I still wouldn't have. I could still. My issue with this is I can get a way better figure that comes with more stuff for less money. I can buy an Operation Monster Force figure that has more accessories and is a way, way better action figure than this is. And I can get that for about $40. So like, that's where my first issue with this is. But the second is just not caring that much about Deadpool. But if he were in that X-Force uniform, I would have been way more inclined to be like, all right, I'm going to buy it and I'm going to keep the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's one version or look of Deadpool we haven't gotten, and that would be his ultimate look. Like, have we gotten that in figure form yet? Ultimate Deadpool? I can't think if we've gotten that one look like Deadpool from the Ultimate series in figure form.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think we have this.
There's a
if
lot of
we haven't,
Deadpool figures though, so I
Yeah.
can't say that for sure.
If we haven't, this would have been a good opportunity to do that. Like, it would have been a first time look for Deadpool in the Marvel Legends line.
But to Rush's point, I don't know that you could use like a first time. You have to be more in the definitive. Now, there could have been like a older, probably like first appearance version of Deadpool instead. Because I mean, that's the classic look anyway. But I don't know. I mean, people are going to buy it. Deadpool's a pretty popular character, so people are going to buy it.
They are, and I think it'll sell out. And I think what I'll have to do is just buy the set, open it, keep dupe, probably keep the stick of dynamite just for, and then sell the rest once everything is sold out. But people missed out on it and want it is what I'll have to do.
Yeah, the stick of dynamite, that's fun. I like that.
It is, especially with the fuse being lit. Like I think it's kind of odd that they just tampoed the text "dynamite" on the stick of dynamite. Like I'm pretty sure everyone has seen like a Roadrunner cartoon or something. You know what I'm saying?
I already knew that was dynamite. Yep, you didn't have to put it there.
I don't know what that's about, but okay. But it is a fun little accessory though. That's the kind of accessories that I care about. Are things like this that are new that haven't been done before. Like all the guns in this, I don't care about that. I have cooler guns in the closet that I could have given to this Deadpool figure, but something like that is very fun and very cool.
I mean, I would have liked it if this would have been a good time to do new swords, because it's the same swords they've given to Deadpool for a long time. And it's the same sheath too. It's the same. They really didn't change the swords
from the Comic-Con set that had Hydra Bob, right?
That, and then the first appearance Deadpool has got the same sheath and swords. So they've reused this a lot. So we're getting, in the guns, I've looked at two of those guns are actually from G.I. Joe figures. So I personally said that I would have rather liked to seen them do Thor instead of Deadpool.
Thor makes sense, and that's on a rumored list, so possibly we'll get a maximum Thor down the line. But there was like there is like a comic with Thor and Dupe involved, and there was that was floating around. I think that would have been fun. Again, that would have probably pissed a lot of people. People just get mad, so you can't make everybody happy.
I mean, the only reason they put Dupe in this is because they were like, well, how are we gonna? They want to do Deadpool because he's popular, and like, well, how do we make this worth $50? Oh, the Toy Biz one came with Dupe. Just throw Dupe in there. Like, there's no more thought that goes into it than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I get it. It's fine. Like, whatever. But if you're going to do a new Dupe, he should have come with Wolverine. I mean, that's who he should have come with.
Yeah.
It would have been kind of funny if he came with like a Wolverine head that's just yelling at him.
Yeah.
That would have been funny.
Or an Ecstatic set, but we're never going to get Marvel Legends Ecstatics figures. I've just resigned myself to that reality. That's not going to happen. Yeah. I can't even finish New Mutants. I'm definitely not getting Ecstatics.
James hits it on the head. Maximum reuse, maximum profits is what it equals.
Yeah. And see that's the thing is, Kenny, you mentioned the X-Force look. Like, they will probably do this figure in the next year and a half in that X-Force uniform, and I'll be like, damn, now I'm tempted to get it again.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we was talking about. Like, on the leak list too, they said they were going to do Black Costume Spider-Man, the maximum figure.
Yeah.
So that's coming, and then they're doing Secret Wars Wave 2, which is going to have regular costume Spider-Man. So don't be surprised of Hasbro doing repaints of figures. We've known this for a long time. They love to repaint figures. They love to reissue them any way they can to make profit.
Yeah.
Which they have to do.
Yes, absolutely. They do.
That's, I mean, that and I'm not going to go out and defend any company or anything, but that's just what these toy companies do, right? They're going to get the most use out of those molds, and I think we all understand that at this point. All right, let's see. How about everyone's favorite toy line, Mcfarlane Toys? I was really hoping Alexi would be here because I wanted to hear him tell me how much he loves the shine on this Harley Quinn.
But these aren't McFarlane. I mean, these are DC
these
Direct.
are the
figures,
DC
though.
Direct, yeah.
So that
but
will
McFarlane
somehow
gets to
look
take the
worse than the
blame.
original release.
Yes, somehow, yeah. All right. So, do either of you guys collect any Batman the Animated Series?
I have the original DC Direct Harley, not from this 2-pack, just the single carded Harley. I love those figures, other than the fact that they can't stand on their own because their feet are too small. But
yeah.
But they look really good as far as like capturing that Bruce Timm style likeness. So, but I've never bought any of the reissues.
I will say one depressing things that Mattel's DCUC did a better Harley Quinn Joker 2-pack than McFarlane has right here. Because think of because remember all the accessories that 2-pack came with, that exclusive set? Came with like his cane, it came with a fish, it came with a gun, a mallet. Like it came with a lot more. And this is the look they had in that 2-pack. I'm sure somebody remembers that DCUC 2-pack. Like it came with a lot more than what is offered here. So,
well, speaking of coming with a lot more than offered, David Evan and Smith has entered the room.
It's a hell of an intro. We don't talk about how David comes.
Oh, sorry. I thought
Why not?
Thought that's what we did talk about specifically, but all right.
Not even 9:00 yet. Like we got to get into the after dark mode of this.
And it's only Thursday. What the hell?
I do like Damien's comment. I'd like to see them do a Maximum Magneto. That'd be an awesome figure for them to do.
We're with a magnetic bubble effect.
Yes. Yeah,
like
absolutely.
off at the,
like a giant plastic bubble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the dupe conversation.
Oh, we can go back.
Yeah.
Do you not like Duke?
That's the only thing worthwhile in that set, to be honest.
Oh, okay. Yeah, same page.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they kind of touched on it on Dan Horview's extra show. It's just like Maximum as a concept is so tainted that, like, what do you do to salvage that at this point? And yeah, like, I know, like Thor, I'm down for Thor if they do it the right way.
Mm-hmm.
This Deadpool thing, I mean, he's what you'd expect. He's in the costume that you would expect. It's an upgrade to, I guess, Hasbro's original attempt at a Maximum Deadpool.
Right.
Yeah.
In the Juggernaut Build-A-Figure wave. And it's all new sculpted, and I get it. But, you know.
It's boring, right?
I have so many Deadpools. Like,
yeah. I have one, and to me, that's so many Deadpools. I don't need more.
So many Deadpools.
I have a shelf of just Deadpool variants and stuff that I've cobbled together myself, and you know, a Sith Trooper Deadpool and a Red Ranger Mighty Morphin Deadpool and a Fortnite Pink Bunny Suit Deadpool, and you know, like I could get this, but like he's just so like expected, you know, like it's just not. There's no fanfare in this for me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but the Duke is cool.
Yeah, look at the prices over there for that Ben Grimm and Reed Richards over there. Price for those figures. Look at those prices. That ain't right.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about. So back to Damien's comment about the Maximum Magneto. He is saying that they did kind of tease it at San Diego. which they did. If you were watching Legends and Liquor that day when I was talking to Dan Yoon,
Live
he
coverage.
specifically asked if we wanted something like that effect for Magneto, and even went in to ask what colors. So I would say that's pretty fair to say that's a good tease.
For the Maximum line, would you guys, I mean, what would you guys think if they did like a vote system like Mattel does for their Amazon exclusive Ultimate Edition wrestling figures? Would y'all be fine with that? Like y'all vote who gets made for the Maximum line?
No.
Or would y'all prefer just let it be who it goes to?
Most collectors aren't as terminally online as we are. And that's going to be the voices that you get in doing something like that. And honestly, I trust the marketing people to make better decisions for the line than I do the vocal rabble on the internet who would be contributing to something like that. Those aren't people I share many views with, and I don't think that they're people who are going to guide the property towards success.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. I think it's an interesting thing to try to give a voice, like an input to the community about how a line would go, because like every fan has a different priority list. Every fan connects and resonates with a different thing. So you can't necessarily do like a write-in vote kind of thing where we just shout into the ether about what we want made.
I would.
So it would turn into more of like a fan vote kind of thing where they present with three options, like they've done like, what was it, White Electra and Lady Sif and what's the other one that we've gotten before from that?
Well, that's what they. Sorry, David.
No.
The last time they let us vote, we got Red Widow. So
that's true. That's true.
That was just for voting who they would.
I know, but we still.
Well, the reason why I mentioned is because Mattel has a deal with Amazon where they have a fan takeover where they pick one wrestler and you get the option of 3 different looks from that wrestler's era, and you get to choose which one gets made into an action figure. So I would say if they did this for Maximum, like they put out, okay, here's the character we're going to do. You get 3 options to pick out which look you want the most. I mean, I think, like Kenny said, if they had X-Force, I could see a lot of people pick that option, or they go with Ultimate, or they go just Classic. Like, it would give at least online people and consumers the chance to decide and voice their opinion on, hey, which look do we really want?
You're really pushing for this Ultimate Deadpool.
No.
Well, but like for the X-Force Deadpool, the gray version of this, it's a given that's going to be like where they repurposed this buck.
Yep.
Just like they, the leak list is that it's going to be a black costume Spider-Man. So, like, X-Force would be the next logical step from this sculpted buck.
Mm-hmm.
But,
well, I think some of this would probably end up being reused for a Daredevil.
Yeah,
that's entirely like the whole torso though, with all of the specific little silver squares and
but I still think there's quite a bit of pieces in this that you'll see, and also internal pieces that they can reuse on a Daredevil. But I agree that X-Force, this is going to come in X-Force colors, and then I'll actually be tempted to want it in my collection.
But is that enough of an upgrade? Like, is it worth it to you to like get Bucky Cap's body out of your collection? And
not for this.
For $50.
I don't have an X-Force Deadpool. I only have the Juggernaut Wave Deadpool. And no, this is definitely not worth paying to upgrade for me. I don't care about Deadpool enough. Now, if you were talking about Cyclops in the costume with the X on the face of the mask, I would pay to upgrade that from the Bucky Cap body, because that's my favorite era of Scott Summers, and I love that costume, and I love his characterization in that. When he's finally just like, no, you know what? Professor X was naive, and Magneto had this right the whole time, and we just have to look out for ourselves. I love that era, and so if they did Maximum Cyclops and he was in that costume for $50, I would be like, fuck you guys, but here's $50.
But you know they never would. But you know that they never would, though.
No, of course not, because I
Yeah.
would love it. So that's not what
Right.
other people want, because I don't have the same taste as so many people.
But that's where like the template of a Maximum series
Mhm.
is grounded in the most iconic look, the thing that they existed in the comics over the most decades spanning, because that will resonate with logically, statistically, it should resonate with the broadest audience, because you're hitting, people with what they recognize of this character from 50 years of comics.
Right, which is why if they do a Maximum Thor like everyone is expecting, it's not going to be something I want, because it's going to be kind of like a Simonson type Thor.
Yeah,
I'm sure, and I don't want that. I think the Thor I have is from the All-Father wave, like that very modern for that time Thor, and I've never had any desire to buy any other Thor figure. I'm just like, cool, that looks good, that's on my shelf. And some people are like, oh, but this new one's pins. I don't care about that. Like, it looks great on my shelf. It's fine.
Right. Yeah. I mean, but you're so anti-establishment, John. You want the left of center thing. You don't want the center thing.
That's true. I do not enjoy centrist things, just to be clear.
Yeah, so like you're not like they need to throw a dart and hit the center of the
That's
board.
why they shouldn't let me vote on things.
Yeah, okay. But like think of this panel on the screen right now. If we each had to vote, like, what would be the iconic Thor? I'm going to like Kirby to Simonson era,
Yep.
like, because that's my mind's eye. When you challenge 100 people, what is your mind's eye of Thor? Like, maybe if you're lucky, 10 of those people have read and are grounded in the era that you're talking about with Thor. You know what I mean? So
But
like,
the risk you run in that is younger people who aren't even going to buy the thing in the first place, who are like, no, I want Fortnite Thor.
Okay.
Right.
So you have to be at least 35 to vote. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, at least as to this point, the template of Maximum is it's got to be like the most generalized mind's eye version of a character in an A-tier list of characters. And Deadpool apparently qualifies as A-tier at this moment in time, but movies and all of that. But I mean, the talk earlier on the previous stream was if Thor came out and then this, that would, like Rich said, that would feel like a super downgrade for the Maximum line as a whole.
Depending on how good the Thor is.
Yeah, if they blew us away with the Thor. But like,
we probably would have said the same thing about Hulk until we saw that.
Right. But when we talk, and we're all talking so enthusiastically about Thor, like all of our brains are firing on all these cylinders about what amazing things they could pack into this, the hammer effects and the lightning effects and the hair sculpts and the head sculpts and the helmet.
Uh-oh, he froze. Well, while he's falling out, speaking of A-list tier characters, we don't have any of those, but Justin and James have joined the discussion. So,
see, if Justin didn't join at the same time as me, I think I would have been upgraded a little bit. But anyways, hi, Justin.
Hey, James. I've been glued to this desk since Tuesday. Just so everyone knows.
You have like googly eyes and shit all over you.
Nobody's checked in. I know nobody's asked.
He's had no food or water.
No, nothing. Just cuppies to keep me company.
Yeah, he's frozen.
Just frozen.
Okay. That Nokia 2's battery isn't what it used to be.
Gotta pop in another AOL CD.
They canceled his AOL. It's over.
You guys can answer this. Do y'all believe that without the Deadpool movies, he would not be as popular as he is today?
Oh, of course.
No, the movies are the only reason.
Yeah, of course. What I wanted to, when I asked Kenny to tag me in, my main point I wanted to say is like I'm sure someone's already said it at some level, but us as deep collectors to have everything, you know, and more. This isn't for us, and we got to quit being upset or even, you know, and anything about it. It's for the line to continue and to become stronger and to get new collectors that figure. It's just not for us. And they're not going to make some special Fantastic Four thing. They're going to put out Thor, and everyone's going to be let down because it's just going to be what you think this is with just some, you know, reused shit. And that's fine. That's what it is, though. But it's for people that don't have that figure. They're going to add something in to make it $50, and that's just the way it is. And
I don't think $50 is the entry point for a new collector, though.
Yeah. That's fair.
In this,
but devil's advocate, at least this isn't at least like these re-releases are kind of like their own thing. Say what you will about the price sucks, right? We can all agree on that. But at least it's not taking up a slot in like a wave.
Sure.
And that opens up a slot
Even
in a wave
if it
for like
were, that would be fine. Yeah. My only issue with this is that the fucking dupe is in with it. And I want that dupe.
Have my dupe. Okay.
Yeah, like if I wouldn't have got the last Deadpool at the Comic-Con one a couple years ago or whatever, I would definitely pick this up.
Yeah. I missed out on that 2-pack. So that's the only reason I'm considering getting this one. Because I was waiting for
it's great.
Yeah. I was waiting for upgraded Deadpool. It came out in the San Diego 2-pack. I waited. It wasn't a priority for me at the time. Now it's too hard to get. So the price sucks, but it's kind of like why I got the Maximum Hulk. It's like, well, might as well, I guess. It is this character. So.
I didn't need
I'm on the same boat as
Justin. I got him. You know what I mean? I just love the Hulk that much. Just like Kenny said, he's going to pick this up because he's a Deadpool guy, and that's cool. Yeah. That's why I ended up keeping the Maximum Spider-Man. I just love Spider-Man. So I'm like, I know I have 5 other Spider-Man that look almost exactly the same, but, you know.
Yeah.
I'm on the same boat as you guys. I'm going to be probably getting this myself because the only Deadpools I have, excuse me, is the Uncanny X-Men version that's Men in Box, and then I have the movie versions, the Legacy Collection Deadpool, and then, of course, the movie one that came out with Deadpool and Wolverine. So this would be my first loose, out-of-box comic book Deadpool figure. Yeah. But, I mean, if you guys don't want to spend $50, just go to AliExpress, pay $26 for a Robotech Deadpool, and you can't go wrong.
See, like, that argument doesn't work for me, though, because, like, I don't collect those, you know?
Come on, Kenny, look. He looks good. Look at him. Come on. He's a good Deadpool. Come on.
It looks like his eyes about to pop off.
Yeah, that's he's got a lot of eyes. I just put the white eyes because he's been taking selfies with Batman, so
there you go. The box is packed with stuff. I mean, it would have been nice. Like I think somebody said on Dan's stream, it would have been nice to have a fully unmasked head, right?
Yeah.
So,
and you probably have one. Most collectors already have a fully unmasked Deadpool head. So
yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't display it with the unmasked head anyway. It's going to be masked. So.
That is one of those things. Like we say, oh, it'd be nice if it came with the unmasked head, but where are your other unmasked Deadpool heads? They're in a fucking box. So
yep.
I mean, I'm not going to use it, but
I'm not going to use it, but I'll still buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have at least liked to have lightsabers added to this. Like that would have been neat. Add a lightsaber or two.
Was it Tanner on Dan's stream that said the swords, just those little stubby swords?
I've seen a lot of people complain about the swords, and I think it makes sense for him to use the shorter swords because he has a healing factor. So he's going to get in close because he doesn't need the distance. Like to me, that's the wrong character to gripe about that.
They just seem a little too stubby. Well, they look really like.
I mean,
that picture at all.
I don't ask me what they're called, but I mean, there are like Japanese swords that are like 12 to 24 inches long. Like it's and like I said, for the character, it makes sense because if someone else is fighting with a sword, they're not prepared for that close combat, and it makes it quicker for him. And if they hit him, he can take it. So I think that makes sense. Again, I'm just mad about Duke.
And another good thing that we normally don't get with Legends, do those guns all have some paint apps on like each one?
They do.
Those do. I don't know that the other one does, because like people are speculating that that's a
separate
classified gun and it's a separate piece. Yeah.
Yeah.
Even the pistols, is that just the lighting on the pistols?
It's
or is there
just
a
the
hint of
lighting,
silver?
yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
okay.
it's just a light. Yeah.
Gotcha. It looks like a hint of silver, but yeah, I can see where
It does come with the burrito.
Yeah,
It's a chimichanga.
That's a chimichanga.
Oh, sorry. My bad. You're right. I know. I was off.
It's even got Deadpool's face on it.
It even comes with a bomb.
Yeah, the dynamite stick's cool. I heard John talking about that when I first got on, and yeah, the dynamite stick's cool. But I mean, I'm gonna definitely get it for the green blob that I can make out of Play-Doh and the dynamite. And
I am disappointed they didn't reuse the spider sperm stand for the and it's just like a stagnant stand, you know.
I mean,
Right.
now we've got a use.
This
We've got
is
a
a
use for it.
maximum
Yeah, we've got
stand.
a good use for it.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, but
We really lost David. Okay, wow.
he said he's not coming back. He said he's over it. He's over it.
He tried.
he'll
I
tell
said-
everyone on Saturday night what he's thinking.
I said something about Fortnite Thor, and he was like, "Ugh,
Yeah,
fuck these
yeah.
guys," and just left.
He's out.
I've had it. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. The Maximum line is always going to have this like attachment to it. There's always going to be that but when you're talking about any of the Maximum figures, right? It's just
Right.
there.
They did
Yeah.
that to themselves, setting up the expectations and then putting the price point that they did on it. Like you were probably listening earlier. I was saying, like, I get an Operation Monster Force figure with more accessories, a better action figure, and it's $40. And if this
Yeah.
were $40, I think people would be like, "Yeah, okay, cool, $40. Let's do it." And I think that it's just a little more than what people are happy to pay.
That's a fair point, John. This does look a lot like those Monster Force like layouts as far as like accessory count, like the
Right.
weapons. But with the
Well-
Monster Force, you get the extra attachments like the body armor and stuff
Right?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that would take the place of the dupe. I guess you could. Yeah, that's a really good comparison and a $10 difference.
And you get better weapons with those figures too.
Yeah.
But weapons that have not only paint apps but like weathering paint apps, like the so it's just, which again, they don't have the licensing. Like I get all that,
Well-
but they're also not ordering in the same quantities as this Deadpool. So there's
All they have to do is make a movie starring Ryan Reynolds in an Operation Monster Force movie, and look,
Yep.
problem solved. People will be eating that shit up.
Then there'd be $70
It's
a figure.
That's right. That's right.
Ryan Reynolds is Van Helsing.
he was bad enough in Blade 3. I don't need that.
What a
It
deep
would be
I
funny
mean,
though, because didn't Hugh Jackman play Van Helsing in a movie? So
Yes.
He did.
Oh, that'd
He
be
did.
funny.
there's a
Yeah, that would be
connection.
funny.
Yeah, that oh God, what's his name that directed The Mummy and directed the first G.I. Joe movie? I think that he did that Van Helsing movie, and it was terrible.
I don't remember anything about it, to be honest with you.
I don't
Well-
think you need to.
In Blade 3, Ryan Reynolds practically played a version of Deadpool.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like the way
he
he
was
act-
trying
like-
to, like, yeah,
Yeah.
because it wasn't Hannibal King from the comics for damn sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was it Wolverine Origins Deadpool? Was it that?
No. Yeah, man. Anybody want a manicure?
All right. So I think we've had the maximum amount of maximum Deadpool. So, oh, Jesus, why do I keep zooming in on this junk?
Habit. You know.
It's just a habit. Yeah.
Oh, one more thing on Maximum Deadpool. I
Oh,
wish he would have came with some actual like speech bubbles that you could attach or something.
Like
some
they did in
photos.
Spider Sense.
that would be,
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Because
Mhm.
they're showing it in some of those photos, and I know that's like kind of a simple thing to do yourself, but if it's going to be Maximum and you're going to show it off in the photos, that would have been a cool addition.
Well,
Could I do it myself? Sure, but I would rather somebody else just make it and put it in there. Right. Okay.
I mean, you could do that with Photoshop quicker than you could get it set up physically for the photo. So
That's
That's
fair.
fair.
That's fair.
All All right, guys, I gotta head out. I know I was only here for a minute.
Oh,
but
you came here just to extend the conversation on Maximum Deadpool?
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
just to give you guys a hard time. But
This
time
is,
to go
you know
spend
what,
some
you know what?
time.
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
I was finally able to peel my hand off the desk, and I'm gonna go sit on a surface that is not this chair for a little while. I'll see you guys Saturday. I think you got enough of like me talking with Kenny on Tuesday, right? That was enough. So.
It's true. Several hours of internet, just the two of us. So.
Yeah. My wife actually asked me. She's like, "You streamed on Tuesday? What else could you guys possibly have to say?" That is a fair question. But night, guys. Kenny, I'll see you Saturday.
All right.
Later, Justin.
See you, Justin.
See how he says, "We'll see you. I'll see you Saturday, Kenny." The rest of us are like, I'll see you guys whenever."
That's right. That's right. Damn it. All right. Dan. We won't remember you, Justin. Okay. They're remembering David. Justin, you're on your own. All right. So let's see. We talked about Deadpool ad nauseum. All right. TMNT Comics. So these, I mean, I'm not a collector of the comic TMNT stuff, but I do think this Nobody figure looks interesting.
Yeah, I just pre-ordered that on BBTS because I didn't want to pay for it up front from NECA, and so I put up the pre-order on it. It's only like $2 more than it was on the NECA site, but then with the shipping being $4 when I throw it in my pile, it ended up being actually cheaper.
And you'll probably get it faster because
NECA.
How long did it take NECA to get your Dante's Inferno room to you?
Oh God, I just got that a couple weeks ago, and I mean, yeah. I'm not a fan of ordering directly from them.
Dan, it does look like a NECA version of Black Panther.
Yep.
Or kind of like that Grendel figure from Loose Collector. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a stop motion for this figure that was on social media.
Lone Dragon. Okay, that looks nothing like Bob Odenkirk. Okay, nobody. Movie, nobody. Okay. I got it, Lone Dragon. All right. Do any of you actually like collect the comic TMNT stuff?
I don't.
Nah.
I have some of the Mirage stuff, but I don't have the turtles. I have some of the bad guys. I like that the maroon.
It just seems like with some figures, they're really scraping to the bottom of the barrel trying to keep the line going. Like,
oh, you have to at some point, right?
Because we've got look, Raphael's Shredder. You got Cyborg. You got a Cyborg Turtle, or Donatello as a Cyborg. It's like now you're really just doing dressing up the turtles. Like we got the 4-pack of them dressed up as wrestlers, which I know was an actual thing, but it's like, how much lower can you go to make something? Like, not that I hate it. I know there are big turtle fans who will collect this stuff.
I mean, I think they're fun. I think it's just different. I think maybe it's just
yeah.
I don't want those other figures, but somebody does.
Yeah, there'll be people who want the obscure stuff. It's just, it's not really for me. I did the movie Turtle figures, the first ones, and I'm pleased with those. So
yeah, I'm having that kind of like, I have like a mishmash turtle shelf. Mm-hmm. So I have like some that are the cartoon stuff and some of the Ronin stuff that I think is cool. And it's like I'm getting to the point where I think I'm just going to keep the cartoon set and make a little corner for them, and then the rest of the stuff is going to get eBayed.
I've always heard many collectors say, especially like Mad Hat Reviews and others, they've always said that if you do a Turtles line, just stick to one, because NECA is going to keep on making turtles for each comic, each interpretation they're doing. So it's better to just stick to one and go with that than try to do all of them.
Oh yeah, I mean, depending on how much of a fan you are, yeah, that it's anything, right? Like, stick to what you don't just buy shit to buy shit, you know. So like,
I mean, your catchphrase is, I mean, I'm gonna buy it.
That's fair. That's fair.
your catchphrase,
I'm not talking about myself. I'm telling everybody else what to do. Learn from experience.
Talking about responsible people.
Exactly. I said responsible people. Yeah.
But I mean, I have some of the Archie comic stuff in a different, like, I don't even keep it with my turtle stuff, like the Belly Bomb figure. Like, I have both colorways of that, and then a couple other ones of those, and those are hella cool. I don't need to have them with my turtles stuff, and that's where, like, this guy, the Nobody figure, like, I'll use that some way, a different way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is hard. Like, I want, even like the last Ronin stuff, I just got another one from BBTS because I got it for like $6, and it's a cool figure, but it was in there like 80% off daily deal. Somewhere in my pile of shit, I got so much stuff right now that I need to go through. We're not doing pickups, right?
Well, actually, that we are. This was the last like thing I had pulled up, unless anybody had any specific figures to talk about. I was going to go into pickups following that.
I see my buyer's guilt is insane. The link you got up there.
Oh yeah, don't It's for the next segment after pickups. All right, James, I assume you have something since
I have a few. Yeah, I have a few. I won't go through everything because I don't even have everything in a one pile right now. There's a lot of piles, but I seen you did a little private review of this.
Yes.
I haven't opened them yet. I can't wait. I got to try to find a little cyclone fence.
Where did you order that from? Big Bad?
Yes. And like the minute it came in stock, I had it shipped. Like, luckily I had a couple of the things, so I didn't just ship it by itself. But
all right, Lorenz.
Oh, shout out to Christopher Allen.
Oh, you got her. Okay, nice.
The platinum hot girl. So I got both of the colors of her. I think this is the one I'm going to display, though. The other one I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. Got a Batgirl in.
Okay.
So this is my only Batgirl I have for Mcfarlane. It's not from the. Actually, I have the Batman 66 one. That's the only.
Have you read stuff with Stephanie Brown in it?
I haven't.
It's a good character. I really like her a lot. I hope that's she's someone Mattel revisits. I have the. Whatever, I think Mattel was at the point where they were calling their line DC Multiverse when they did her in her spoiler costume, and I have that. But if they circle back around, I hope they do the costume, the Batgirl costume.
I know you're waiting for that, Mattel, John.
You know I am.
It's gonna be glorious for you. I hope it's for all of us. What do you hope that it's 7 inches?
It better not be.
Damn, I wish I knew where that Ronin figure was. But anyways, got a few Mythic Legions. I already actually have her. This was my first Mythic Legion I ever got.
Okay.
Thrice. I know I just said that wrong. Thrice.
Thrice is nice.
Yeah. But there you go. But I got another one because I'll probably do something custom, and I needed the female body, and she got some cool stuff like the cape and all that stuff, like you can use it. Then I got this dude.
This guy is a wizard.
His name.
It's Hagrid. It's Dumbledore.
Dumbledore, yes. Angry Dumbledore. Look at that head sculpt on that.
That looks cool.
Yeah, he's furious. I think his eyes are red in that. And then I got one of the actual one of the Riders of the Apocalypse, the Four Horsemen, one of the leaders. I'm just slaughtering this. I hope Cloud's sleeping right now. Roxas,
So the Four Horsemen made the Four Horsemen.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
I have two of them. One of them came out a long time ago. One of the female one, and I can't think of her name. And it's so expensive. Like I hope they remake it eventually. And the other one I haven't decided is the skeleton one with the very ornate skeleton one. It just came out like in one of the last waves.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I know you've started to go a lot deeper into Mythic Legions. I did pick up I said in the chat yesterday, I think, but I did pick up Sir Elijah and Sir Enoch. So
I tried to go back to get that Sir Enoch one. That's the one with the Templar whole garb. Man, I tried to go back and get him, and Big Bad Toy Store, the minute those things went into stock, they're gone.
Yeah.
Like they're sitting there pre-order forever. And then the minute the stock came in, everybody just ordered them. And I missed the boat on him, and now he's like $90.
So that's crazy because I'm sure that they'll have them at Legions Con, and probably every convention they go to, they take some. Because I did get it like in Jersey over the weekend. So
right on. Yeah. See, they don't do nothing up in my. They're like there'll be people that have Mythic Legions, but they're selling them for resale prices.
Right.
Yeah, there's like.
I've had that. I remember I went to Nashville Con, and there was a lot of Mythic and Cosmic Legion figures, but they were just like, some guy said, well, I have to overprice them, like charge $20 more due to me, because basically paying back the shipping costs I paid for them, is what he told me. So it's kind of fishy.
Sure, man. Just tell us that you want the extra $20. I'd rather you tell me that.
Yeah.
I get it. People can price it whatever they want. I mean, that's why it's cool though. On the East Coast and in the South a little bit, it seems like they get the actual, Four Horsemen like set up at their shows, and so.
Yeah, I will say the selection wasn't quite what I was hoping for. I was hoping to see more of the Cosmic Legions figures in person, and they don't have a whole bunch of that stuff to bring with them. I guess, like even on their website, like they're sold out of most of those. So like I had to go and order the ones I wanted from Big Bad Toy Store, which no big deal, but like, it's just, if you're at a toy show anyway, it's fun to see something first as you buy it.
Yeah, that wave
for sure.
Like right before I started ordering directly from them.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, man, they have so much of my money right now. It's crazy. Like I have so much, like probably.
You ordered a dragon, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, even without the dragon, they still got a couple grand. So add the dragon on top of that with full.
You did all in with the dragon, right? Yeah. Okay.
Speaking
That's
of the
only
dragon,
way to do it.
I was hoping Lorenz would stick around. I got to find out what happened. You wake up in the morning and you just decide to get a dragon. All right. Maybe next time he'll be able to tell us about that.
Yeah. When I seen he posted that, I was like, man, I wish I would have bought two, and then I could just tell him, yeah, I have one for him, if he wants one at regular price, because that Big Bad Toy Store markups for the whole all in. I mean, I guess if you just buy the dragon, but I mean, after it comes out though, it's never gonna be cheaper.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so. And that's one thing I do actually. I know we've all had these conversations before, but about like paying up front versus paying when it ships type thing. And sometimes it's nice to have a bunch of stuff that's already paid off that is going to come, and you don't have to worry about that charge at the back end.
Yeah, like with the HasLabs and stuff, I'd much rather, especially because like with the HasLab, the brands that we collect, it's one a year. So I had money ready to go for a classified HasLab this year, and then they did something I was like, that's not really for me. And so, but even if I had wanted it, I had the money, was ready to go, and then when it shipped, it would have been just like a present from past me to future me instead of a bill due. I got enough bills due.
Yeah, I'm stressing that the Sentinels, like I gotta
figure that one out too. So hopefully they provide some update on that shipment date.
Well, because ours still says
October.
October, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't know. I honestly don't know how that all works out, but I don't see how it's possible that they would still ship here in October if they're not going to land in the UK until January.
I personally rather get them in October than have them ship them the first week of January and get charged then. Because that's
don't talk
right
about
after Christmas. And, yeah.
What I think happened is Dwight from the Marvel Legends team ordered too many and realized he had some other things he needed to pay for. So let's just push those a couple months. Figured out.
Yeah, and Brandon too from the Star Wars team. He probably was like,
no, that's why the UK got affected, Dan. There you go. Talk to your friend.
I mean, I know about trying to order something and then have to wait for it to come out. I mean, I almost waited 3 years for this shark to come out. Like I had it ordered back in 2022. I had it ordered on 5K Toys, and I finally got it just a few weeks ago. And I showed it on here. Remember, Kenny, I asked y'all, which one should I review, and I'll have the review up for this guy tomorrow. So,
right on. Yeah, that's a cool shark, though.
Oh, I know. He's going with my Flash figure. He's going to be eating the Flash's head later.
Speaking of eating head later, David Evan Smith has returned.
He's back. He's back.
That's an intro. Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Welcome back, David.
Sorry, I got bumped. My area has a Wi-Fi out, like a internet outage. So like I was on Wi-Fi when I was streaming, and then we froze, so I got kicked out. But I'm on my data plan, not my Wi-Fi now. So
okay.
We're good. I just to the TV.
You can send that bill to JB. He said he'll pick it up for you. So.
Oh, thanks, JB. You missed me that much?
Yeah. That's all he was talking about the whole time.
Aww.
All right, so we're doing pickups. Oh, is this another pickup?
Yeah, look at James here showing off. Look at it.
Couple of She-Hulk. Yeah. Yeah, I already opened. She's already actually in the display up there, but this is my mint on card one that I'll keep. Or if I decide, like I have this, I think I haven't done a custom Marvel Legend like completely, and I think I might try with one of her bodies. Okay. I got another one on card of the purple body too, and just like spray paint it gray and start from scratch and see how much I ruin it. I won't do the head. I won't try to do the head sculpts. I watched that Phoenix Force or Creations or whatever Phoenix. You know who I'm talking about, David. That he's on Instagram. Yep. He does his shit's beautiful. How does he do the faces?
Mike De La Paz is the guy's name.
Yeah, the faces he does is insane. Like I get the paint apps on the bodies, but on the faces, it's just like, how the fuck is he doing that? Like he must have like the largest magnifying glass and the steadiest hand.
I don't have a steady enough hand to do anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like if I'm just taking photos, I got to take like 5 or 6 photos of something to get one that doesn't look like I was in a moving car when I took it. So like painting the face of an action figure is out of the question. Yeah.
He does all those like realistic Fox X-Men figures too. Yeah. He's like obsessed with the Fox X-Men universe. So he does a lot of those, a lot of like big hair sculpts and stuff like that. So yeah, I follow him a lot. What are you trying to make, James?
I don't know for sure. I just want to do a different. I want more She-Hulks. I want, yeah.
Well, if you want to customize me a Frenzy figure from the Acolytes, that body would be great for that. So,
okay,
you know,
there you go.
We can talk if you want to. You know, I'm not gonna pay you for some trash project though. So like, you gotta put some real love into it. You know?
Hey, I'm new to this. I've just been painting Mythic Legion stuff a little bit, and but I wanted to dabble more and do a whole Marvel figure. Like I think what I'm gonna do first is do my my Thing figure and put a black wash on it, so it's not just orange. Like so it's actually like.
You're gonna make
like,
your Thing black.
Make what?
You're gonna make your Thing black.
Why'd you make him repeat that?
Yeah. I mean, he's already huge. He might as well be.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right,
I mean,
now that's
respect.
That's being stereotypical. I'm sorry.
You could have just ordered the Walgreens thing, and then you wouldn't have had to put the wash on it yourself.
Oh, I was late. I got that thing for like $12 on Amazon. Like when I first started collecting, it was one of my first few Marvel Legends.
$12. Can't turn that down, right?
Yeah, it was like $12.99 for the thing. I'm sure it's not that much anymore on the Fantastic Four card.
It's actually $10.99 now. No, I'm joking. I don't know. But...
Oh, really?
No, I don't know. Does anybody else have any pickups that they want to show off?
Anybody, please, anybody.
JB?
I got anything this week. I'm waiting on the Super Friends Wave 2 from CMD Store. Went in stock like Monday. And then I bought 2 sets to keep one on card. And I think I bought their whole stock.
Damn it, David. Damn it.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say, David? I was just letting you finish.
No, you're
Oh,
good.
no.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
All
So
right.
this is the Blockies. I've been collecting these for a while. The model kit, like Transformer model kits that you can find at local Walmart. I picked this up at one of my local game stores. They had this for like, what was it? I think it was $11. So it's based on Rise of the Beast, Optimus Prime, but he's in black, like reverse colors. So he's Nemesis Prime, and it's like the box. It's like a 5-inch figure, basically. It's like 5 inches tall, but it's not that bad. I am planning on building this later. I actually have. Let me see here. It pulled him down off the shelf. This is actually what he looks like, but he's just black, like black, red, and purple color. So, and the cool thing about these is they do actually light up. So,
wow.
Mm-hmm. These are always fun. They're fun to build, and they're actually very therapeutic, apparently. So,
for who?
For anybody who wants to just build.
No, okay. So, not me. Got it.
Yeah, I'm out.
I bought the worst thing ever for just building is this thing. And
you and a friend of mine, Sith, y'all two would definitely be on the same boat because he bought the he didn't buy Wonder Woman. He bought the
I'll show you this
Prime
nightmare.
one. He bought the Optimus Prime one that you put together is the one he bought.
I don't even
pack
know.
it back up and send it away.
But I got this from my local Target. I got the Lion-O from the Thundercats and Motu crossover.
Okay.
So I got that. And then then I got some Marvel Legends. I picked these up at my local Walmart. I got both Ben Grimm and the Human Torch from the Fantastic Four movie.
Surprised you. I still have yet to see any of those in a physical store. But
These are actually popping up at some Walmarts, but mostly Targets and GameStops is where these are popping up at. So, and then I got this because if you go to my Instagram, I actually posted. I found one of the collector's stands. I found one at Walmart when it was out today, and I picked up the Thunderbolts, John Walker, and Century 2-pack.
okay.
So,
And I need that. Can you send that to me, JB? Can you just send me that? Please.
This was the only one they had. They had one left, and this was the only one. I mean, if you watch the video, almost everything Marvel Legends, G.I. Joe, and Transformers was completely gone. There was like nothing left at all except this. And then maybe a J. Joe Jameson, but that's about it, really. But there was like nothing else there. Like everything, I went in there trying to find, I tried to find a couple more Legends. Like I was really hoping to get the Sandman figure, but when I went there, all of it was gone. So I'm like, well, I guess I'll work with that, what I can get. So when I got this 2-pack, I'm like, yeah, I'll pick that up. So,
hey, Christopher, I was actually thinking that I should roll up to a Home Depot and just see if someone needed something to do for like 8 hours. Fucking that thing is, I don't know what I got myself into there.
I can tell you, a lot of frustration and annoyance is what you've gotten yourself into.
Yeah.
I work 40 hours a week plus, so like I don't want to come home and build something. What are you talking about?
Like, I like my figures assembled. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, these aren't bad.
Why am I going to pay to do the work? This is nonsense.
I mean, they're fun to build. They're durable. They don't come apart easily like most model kits. Like if you get the Bandai stuff, these are way better than those because these actually last and they pose around like just the miniature action figures. All they are. So,
you know who put model kits together? My grandfather, and that guy was an asshole.
Oh, you're comparing me to grandpa.
He was so upset putting them things together. He just took it out on the rest of the world.
James, there's plenty of things that I could find for you to do besides that. Okay?
I'm sure, David.
Yeah.
But I'd probably enjoy that more than building this fucking model.
I bet you would.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
JB, any other pickups?
That was it for me.
All right. John, do you have anything you want to show up?
Yeah. I got a couple things. Not quite like James, but I got a few. I did get the Jada M. Bison, which I've already gotten rid of, but I kept this. And I got Dulcine.
Well, you got wait. You got rid of the head. You got rid of the figures. You could have gave me the M. Bison.
I sold it. Like you could have bought it
from you though.
You could have bought it.
Anybody could have bought it.
Yeah, I would have bought the Bison.
John, I haven't opened my Dulcim. How are those burning figures?
They're pretty cool. Like they'll benefit from some good lighting when you take photos. But they're cool. I'm glad I got them. I'm glad I didn't pass on them.
Yes. I heard someone complaining about them when they first were coming out, and I was like, man, they have to be better. Jada don't.
No, they're fine. Like, would they be cool if they lit up? Sure, but like beyond that, like, what else are you gonna do? I got 2 of these, the Black Series Jedi Temple Guards that I haven't opened yet. Like James, I'm a fucking moron, and I am working on finishing this stupid model kit. It's from I forget what the game even is. It's an old PC game that I played like in the early 2000s. Command and Conquer. It's one of those games. And someone got it for me as a gift, and I played it for like 30 minutes, and I was like, "This is boring. I hate this." But I like the design of the guy. So it's absolutely ridiculous how annoying it is to have to put the thing together, all those little pieces and like all the assembly, the joints internally. It makes you appreciate a fully assembled, painted $25 action figure that you just take it out of the box and it's ready to go.
It does.
And the limbs on those are sonic welded, so it doesn't feel like it's going to fall apart when you mess with it like the model kits do. And I'm not even going to bother to get it, but the classified, the Cobra modular fortification, 3 of those came in on Saturday. I opened them, I put them together, and I was like, "Oh God, this is a piece of shit." I have 3 more on the way. Like I've not been as about a toy as I am about that since I bought the Sergeant Slaughter from the fake Action Force line. Like it when they showed it on Pulse, you see they have like 5 or 6 side by side, all connected, all together, and then it's double stacked. And it just doesn't work that way. In fact, it's sitting in my closet, assembled like the best way I could figure to assemble a couple of them, like put them together, and just sitting there, not being touched. Like the pegs that the walls use that you port into the floor and the ceiling, they're just forcing themselves out. So it's just falling apart, sitting still, not being touched. It was, it was the first classified thing. Like they haven't been all like just hit them out of the park. Like the Tunnel Rat figure was a little sloppy. There was a couple others that weren't as great as most of them are. But this is the first thing that I was like, this is trash, and I regret buying more. So I've got 3 sets as a lot, unopened, listed on eBay, and I'm going to leave them up for the weekend. And then if they don't sell, which just at a price that I'll get my money back after fees and postage and everything.
Yeah.
And if they don't sell by the weekend, I'm just going to call Hasbro and be like, yeah, you can have these back. I'll just pay the return shipping.
How could they not sell after this great advertisement you've just done?
Oh my God.
Hopefully they're all watching today.
You know, I
I thought about those, but then I heard them. Yeah.
But I'm almost never this disappointed with something from Hasbro. Like that's really just, and we've always talked about how cool modular play sets would be for Marvel Legends. And now I'm just like, please don't ever try to do that, because you're not good at it.
So no danger room for you anytime soon.
No.
So also, I didn't mention that Wonder Woman, the directions are all in like Japanese or Korean. And
yep.
Okay, so just choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Okay.
My sister-in-law speaks Japanese, but I don't think she will take the time to help me. What's up?
You're on your own.
There's no pictures? Like there's not like a photo guide of how to assemble?
No, it's like, well,
I mean, there's got to be a diagram, right?
But it's not like, it does not, it's too many small pieces that all look the same. And so when you're like,
yeah.
Now, is the labeling on the sprues, is that in Japanese, or is that just like A, B, C, and then 1, 2, 3?
Yeah.
This is all in plain English, and I can understand it step by step.
But the thing is like
that
the whole
help,
grid.
I guess.
This is why you don't buy Japanese model kits. You don't buy Japanese.
They make the better model
So
kits.
you
What
can,
you say?
They
you can
do.
put a translator like on Google Lens, and it'll give you like an idea. But like I'm gonna have to like, make like a key, and like I'm gonna have to actually learn this other language to put this together.
So
How much did you pay for this? How much did
It was
this
like
cost?
$50.
Oh, James.
How much did you say?
50.
Oh, how tall is she?
She's I think it's 1/6. So
Oh yeah, so
maybe
I
it's
I paid just under $50 for the 6-inch guy that I got that I've been having to put together.
I only paid $20 for this thing. I paid 20. So,
Wow. Wow.
David, do you have
$50
anything that's already assembled that you can show off?
yeah.
Oh, I have a pickup. I do.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I've got a model kit from Bandai, the one Goku model kit.
Boo. No, I'm sorry. What? Grandpa. Yeah, he's in my display.
First sighting of these at a GameStop, and I had a $5 coupon, so paid like $8 for Grandpa. $8.
That's
No
always nice.
$50 headache that I got to build.
That's the nice price.
$8 pre-assembled. Grandpa. So good. Anybody seen this new wave yet?
Nope, not
No.
yet.
I have it.
Oh, okay.
The
Well,
whole
James,
way.
You have it?
Guys, I didn't get the hockey Bart,
Right. I'm not.
and I didn't get Troy McClure, and I'm kind of regretting that I didn't get it now. And
You should
so,
totally get Troy McClure. Edna and Troy are must-haves. But why won't they just like put the pets in with some of these? Like
right.
Snowball.
That
Yeah.
Snowball too.
would
Chances
be
little helper. Like, can we throw a slug in there? You know,
So
But-
they can do a pets pack later, probably.
maybe. But then they'd have to
Or
put like, all of them in there to be worth the $12.99. You know,
Or sell you the same figure again and pack a pet with it the next time.
facts. See, it's like you've been collecting toys for many
Mhm.
years, John.
Yeah.
So intuitive.
They did do in the 2.5 inch. They did a Krusty like pack with all the Krusty characters. So like the Sideshow Bob, the
They
the
did.
other sidekick. My brain just went blank.
Sideshow Mel.
Sideshow Mel. Sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I can't remember what else is in it. There's quite a bit of stuff, but it's all the 2.5 inch one. But they did a
Oh.
whole Krusty.
Hmm.
They put like a cannon in there, and you know, like the circus stuff.
I can't. Now,
Should have put a few rakes.
now I have to Google, unless Kenny's doing it right now.
I didn't
I'm
know
not.
that they did that in 2.5. I've only seen
Kenny's
the fan.
not doing shit.
What am I looking for?
2.5 inch Krusty set from Jack's.
If I just Google 2.5 inch crusty
2.5
set,
inch crusty.
It's going to
Yeah.
get something bad.
What?
Hey, it came up correctly when I. Okay.
On the third
so
try?
It's itchy and scratchy.
If it's crusty,
Sideshow Mel-
itchy, and scratchy, you got a problem.
yeah, it's not getting better. Okay,
Yeah,
I think I have it here.
yeah. It's on Big Bad Toy Store. So, and it comes with the monkey and the little car.
Oh.
Yeah. there you
Oh,
go.
that's cute. And a tuxedo crusty. That's cute.
Yeah. So no Sideshow Bob, just Sideshow Mel. That's right.
Okay.
I know they're doing. They did a Homer as King Kong with a mini Marge that from the Treehouse of Terror. I know they did that. That went up for pre-order a few days ago.
Oh. In the 5-inch though, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was on Big Bad Toy Store. I got that.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the
Yeah.
pile.
I know Dan Who is super jealous because he still hasn't got Marge and Maggie. So.
Oh, you've had
Get
those for a
Dan.
while.
Yeah,
I know,
Jack
but the
hates
UK
the
is
UK.
neglected. Mm-hmm.
That's what I heard is that Jack's Pacific hates the UK.
They specifically, well, it is Pacific, right? So
Yeah.
wrong coast. David, you left and you're back.
Was that me?
Well, I didn't, unless I accidentally, but I don't think I did.
I don't know.
My,
what's going
my
on.
cursor is over here by The Simpsons, so just saying.
It looks like my Wi-Fi is back because my Chromecast is like active again.
That's probably what happened just now. Is it dropping
Switch.
the 5G and switching to the Wi-Fi?
Maybe, but I don't think I went off Wi-Fi so that I could be connected to this. Let me see.
David looks like he's in an old kung fu movie. He's talking, and then the voice comes. And
Yeah, I'm glad I don't do.
You
go out and
cannot
try to
defeat
come
me. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna go out and try to come back.
Okay. I'm
Actually-
glad I don't do things like this because Big Bad Toy Store is about to get a big chunk of change from me for Operation Monster Force Season 2 and Season 0. So,
Did y'all talk about the Savage Crucible stuff being on there? On Big Bad Toy Store?
no.
We did not.
It's on the front page. Oh yeah, you got it right there. I swear I pre-ordered that somewhere. That guy, but I can't find out where I did it, so I just ordered another one on Big Bad Toy Store.
So,
Hey, can you not just? Do you not have a Gmail account? You can just search the name of
No,
it.
I searched Savage Crucible and I couldn't find it, but I was like, maybe I just seen the pictures of it and just had it in my mind that I was going to order it whenever it became available, and I just didn't do it.
Okay.
well, you'll know when two show up.
Yeah.
Well, it's not from Savage Crucible. I think this is the first place it's been available besides them.
Okay.
I think. So hopefully, yeah. They're cool. I like the Piranha guys too. They're cool. I don't know if I like the price on them though. I might wait. I don't think they're gonna be like sellouts.
What are these? $50 each?
Yeah, I'll pay 50 for that figure, but
Do they come with the maximum amount of accessories?
No,
Doesn't
it's the
look like
minimum amount, but that's a lot of unique sculpting.
Yeah, and that's
absolutely.
It's a way better figure than that Deadpool. Just to be clear, I haven't bought any of the Savage Crucible. The only thing I've done is order that dungeon thing that they put up, the stands with the chains and the lizard and the pile of skulls and stuff. It was like $25. It was too cool to pass on.
Yeah, like I have a few of their like lizard men, dinosaur, dragon guys, whatever, with my Mythic Legions, and they look cool. Like they fit right in. These would fit right in too.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty lucky that this big surge of indie toy companies, that so many of them are focused on fantasy stuff, because that's just not my thing. So it's saving me a lot of money.
Yeah. This is like a basic figure. It's only $28.
Oh, there you go.
And so I was thinking about maybe grabbing a couple of those to flank that octopus guy. So, since I didn't get my crystal balls.
Yeah.
To be honest, James, don't feel too bad. I never got the chance to pre-order it at all.
Well, you know what? If I didn't get my pre-order in, that's my fucking own fault. But I did, and then they canceled my shit. So fuck Walmart and their stupid Walmart asses.
This is why none of it makes sense. Okay, so Spirit Spider I pre-ordered immediately, right? Spirit Spider and Spider-Man 77. Spirit Spider got canceled, so there was that whole thing. And then Crystal Ball, I pre-ordered like, I don't know, a month and a half ago. And that showed up. So sorry to anybody whose pre-order I displaced, but it wasn't on purpose.
I pre-ordered on day one with the same order has that Spider-Man 77, and I got the Ghost Spider. They sent it, or Spirit Spider. They sent that. Didn't send anything else from the order. And it's just like, what the fuck, Walmart? And it's like the fourth time they've canceled something on me in like the last like 8 months.
Yeah. What I really don't like about it is that they already charge you, right? So like they canceled it and they're like, oh, we're gonna refund you. So bitch, don't take my money until you know you're gonna give me my stuff. How about that?
That's the one thing I like about Big Bad and Amazon. They don't charge you right away until the item comes out. That's what we were talking about earlier. Would we rather be charged for the product right away, or would we rather just pre-order our spot right there? And if they cancel, okay, they canceled, but they didn't take our money yet.
Yeah, but
you know,
Walmart,
if you put it into the pile of loot, you can still return it if they charge you, and it goes in your pile of loot. You can still return it, and they're cool with that.
With the Walmart pre-orders, like they're not charging when you place the order; they're charging when they're expecting to ship it,
right?
And then canceling the pre-order, and then they still have to refund it. Like that. That's even less sensible,
right?
Because it costs them money to process those transactions. So it doesn't even, it's just bad business.
Yeah, I forgot what it was. The last thing they canceled on me, it pissed me off because they had just charged my card. And so I was like, oh, cool, it's about to ship. And then they sent me a cancel right after that. And then I wrote them like, what the fuck? I was like, why charge my card and hold my money for up to 10 days? Which I really could give a shit about $25 for 10 days, but that's not the point.
It's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, I complained about it, and they actually gave me like a $15 gift card.
So they should have gave you a $50.
Go away. Just take some free money and go away.
Give that guy $15 so he'll shut up.
You know, I don't want to turn into Mike Hex and be fighting every fucking company at all day and day. So I can't. I just have to let it go. I come on here and bitch about it, but I'm seriously, I'm not crystal ball. Like, I'm not a G.I. Joe guy. I just wanted the octopus heads. I thought it was a cool figure. I'm not too upset.
That's what everybody wanted, was the octopus head. It seemed like everybody just wanted the head of the figure.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say it, David.
You've all said it already. Like, what more is there to say? Like, it all comes down to the right head,
Yeah.
That's it. What else you need?
Sometimes you need translucent head with tentacles. Like
No,
that.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
That sounds like something Justin would watch. Definitely sounds like weak shit.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
But how many strings does it have? How many strings?
If there's more than 2,
36.
he's out, so we know that.
What does the new puppies look like, Kenny?
I cut out the whole time Justin was on.
You did. Yeah.
Okay. Good. All right.
I said, what do the new puppies look like, Kenny?
Oh, what did designing cuppies look like? Well, he did glue. I think he glued his finger or an eyeball to his finger or something like that. But he did get some. The next wave of cuppies will have bushy eyebrows. So there's that.
Broke out the pipe cleaners already.
Pipe cleaners, yep. And
you were the one that watched that stream?
Who, James?
Kenny, you were the one that watched that stream?
I was on the stream with Justin.
No, that's right.
I subjected myself to direct punishment, not punishment from afar.
That's support, man. You're showing.
Oh, that's what I meant. Support. Yeah. I sometimes I confuse the words support and punishment.
Oh, wait, that's the. Yeah.
I had it on toward the beginning, and then I left and drove to the train station to pick Jennifer up because she takes the train home from work downtown. And then I drove back, and then I turned it back on, and I made fun of Justin again, like after I got back, like I usually do. And he was like, "Whatever, John, you've been here the whole time." And I didn't even say anything. I was just like, "Okay, yeah."
Oh, yeah,
Let him think
on you.
God.
I have mine proudly displayed in. I mean, it's behind glass right next to me. It's by my Pee Wee Herman.
The solo cup.
The cuppy, yeah, man. I got him displayed proudly. I think that's funny. I think it's cool that Justin is taking this the extra mile. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Jennifer took mine. I don't know if she kept it. I don't know. He may have. He may have been recycled. I don't know.
Honestly,
John, why are you leaving little plastic cups around? I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure he could do that character, and that's like no trademarks or anything are on it or anything like that. You could do some T-shirts and stuff like that. I would wear a Cuppy shirt. This said justified.
Everybody loves a mascot.
There's probably like some copyright thing, like the red solo cup can't have a certain amount of ridges built into it.
Yeah.
There's probably that. Solo company would come after Justin if he put an exact replica on a shirt.
I mean, the art wouldn't have to have that much detail to it, though.
Yeah, I mean, you'd literally have to sell more than 5 though, too, for a company to put a cease and desist.
And we know that Justin's not selling more than 5 of those.
Yeah, like I'm saying that people do that all the time, where they'll put trademark stuff on and they just wait till they get a cease and desist, and then they don't do nothing as long as you stop selling it. I mean, there's a company up here that used to do it all the time, and like the North Face symbol, they used to do it and have it say Northwest. And they would sell them all the time at their barber shop. And then they would get the cease and desist, and they would go away for months, and all of a sudden they would come back out until it happened again. They've closed down a long time ago, so I'm not telling on nobody anymore.
Maybe because of all the legal fees, maybe. I
have no idea. It's just one of those things. They came in. It was a fad, like early 2000s or whatever. But there's ways around it.
Always. All right, let's hit some news. How about that?
I was going to ask if I missed the sweet news.
You did not.
Let's hit that news though.
Hit us with
everybody.
that sweet, sweet news.
All right, so there we go. You know, I try to time this, and I think I need a longer news clip. Okay, so this week in news, buyers started to hit the Labubu community, and yes, folks, it is another week that I don't know why I keep bringing these up, but that's what the news is offering us. So this is really focused on blind boxes, though. I guess people are starting to understand that it's poor use of money. I'll just say it. Blind boxes, you don't know what you're getting. You're chasing after who knows what, and it's an endless hole of despair.
Speaking of an endless hole of despair.
Yes.
Sorry.
Wait, are we talking about Justin again?
Yes. Welcome back, Justin. So I guess what do any of you go after blind boxes? I think everybody at some point has certainly went on a chase for blind box stuff and against our better judgment, right?
No,
David. Okay.
I gave up endless holes of despair in my high school years.
Fair enough.
Yeah, there's no, I see no value in this. Like, I want to know what I'm getting. Like, I'm at an age and a stage in my life where I want to know that my money is going towards something that will satisfy me. So, like, I'm in the mode of, like, I go to a restaurant, I order a dish that I know that I'll enjoy because I don't want to take a risk on wasting my money on a dish that I despise. It's a waste of my money, my meal and everything. So, like, no, I'm not going to buy a blind box. It doesn't tell me what the hell's inside of it. Like, why? What? Like, money can be better spent on specific things. You can spend $50 on a Wonder Woman that you need to assemble yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare.
I don't like the blind box format. I'm with David. I want to know what I'm getting. There have been things that, like, we'll be out with friends and there'll be like a Marvel or a Disney blind box thing, and everybody will buy 3 or 4 just to be like, hey, let's see what we get. But like,
just for shits and giggles, right?
Right. Yeah. It's like a fun social activity. And then I end up giving away all the things that I bought anyway. It's just like, we're just out, let's do something. And there was a set of pins at Disney World that I wanted that were blind boxed. And I got like the full set like so easily. I think like I bought enough to do the whole set and then like 3 extra, and I had a whole set and 3 doubles. So like it just ended up being super easy. But other than that one time, I've never been like, oh, let me try to buy these and find a specific thing in it, because you're not going to.
You're not.
Yeah, I've bought different ones here and there. A lot of it has to do with having a kid too. Like, it's kind of stuff that they're into sometimes. And so, but yeah, it's definitely gambling, and I don't like it. So a lot of times, like, I'll ask her which one she wants on the box, and I'll go on eBay and just buy it directly and have it shipped.
Yep.
Yeah, honestly, like, that probably ends up being the better choice in the long run, right? If it's a wave of like 6 to 10 items and you're trying to find one and you buy 4 and it's not there, then you're gonna buy another. Yeah.
And then I like it. Like, there's a shop that I go to in Seattle where they have a bunch of them, and they have like a bunch of other shit too, but they have a bunch of those, and they'll let you. There's a bunch of them on the shelf that people open, and if they don't want one, they can exchange it for the open ones.
That's nice. Yeah, one of the stores around here does that too.
Yeah.
Which that's
what you do is you pay, even if you want one on the shelf, you just pay for another one and open that, and then exchange the shelf figure.
That's good.
I think it gives me like PTSD flashbacks of like trading cards when I was a kid. Because like I would always end up with a bunch of duplicates and like not enough of my friends at the time. And this was like, really kind of pre-internet where like if 2 of my friends were collecting the same trading cards, like we just have that small pool of people to like try to not have duplicates of cards. Right. It just seemed like such a I mean, it's something to do and fill your time with when you're a kid. Like, but like as a grown ass man, like I don't want to be chasing random shit in blind boxes. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know.
It should be casual because I think it's akin to gambling, and especially a lot of these are marketed towards people that are under 18, and it's basically gambling, even if it's not for a profit. They're not getting them for profit. It's just for the like, oh, I want to get this or collect them all. Like if you're trying to collect a whole set of like 10 of these things, and you're buying them blind, like that's horrible.
You're gonna be buying 50 or more, right? Like to complete that set, and
that's what they want. That's the whole
absolutely,
point of it, is to get you addicted to the chase. And
that's why.
If you're someone who walks in and you're like, oh, I just want one of these, I don't care which one, and you just buy it, you open it, you're like, that's cute. I'm glad I got that. Cool. That's absolutely. I get that. I get that aspect of it. But if you're like, oh, I'm going to just keep buying until I get the one I want, no, that's a bad idea.
I mean, I guess I kind of do collect, those spheres, they're balls in Target. There's like a whole aisle of them. I forget the damn name of it, but like there's like a Harry Potter version. There's like a home version with like household like furniture, and
you're talking about like Miniverse, the mini.
Yes.
You do it for a specific reason because you want those like odd pieces in your display.
Yeah.
It's like a bag of chips,
right?
Or something like that. That's different though, because you're doing it like you're getting something out of it that you'll probably use.
Yeah, and there's so many things that they offer that like even if I got duplicates of a bag of chips, like that's not something I can't use, like give one bag to this character and one bag to another. So like it's for like, I'm not chasing a specific thing,
right?
So that's more of what John was talking about. It's like, oh, this is cool that I got this one, and like, there you go. Like,
and I don't care that I didn't get the other thing.
Right.
Like if you can approach it like that, then absolutely that's cool. Right. And I've bought things like that. Like there was like a Frozen set that Funko did. They weren't pops, but they were like very stylized, like dynamic posed character things. And I bought 2 of them, and I didn't care which ones they were. I think I got like Anna and Marshmallow, and I was like, cool, happy, like done. And now I think they're in the bottom of a closet somewhere.
But you didn't break the bank on it.
No, because like you, I collected trading cards when I was a kid, and like even early like late teens and early adult years, like I would go to hobby stores and get hobby boxes of trading cards because I knew better than to buy a pack. Even buying the whole box, like yeah, there's going to be something in it, but it's probably not worth what you paid for the box. But it was a lot better than buying, $20 worth of packs and just having junk.
Right. Yeah. This article, they actually spent $1,300 on like blind box Labubus.
Essentially, this lady is talking about how she, like it says, addicted to the thrill of the chase for blind boxes. She spends upwards of like $300 a week on these things. Good Lord. It never works out the way she wants, right? So she's just throwing her money away trying to collect the wave of these items, right? So I'm thinking, like, if you're spending $300 a week on something like this, you might as well just pick up a drug habit. I don't know.
Yeah, I was about to say, what's a lot cheaper than $300 a week is fucking therapy, even if you don't have insurance. Like that's not collecting. That's a problem. Like you're not going to fill that void in your life by doing this. Please don't engage in that behavior.
It just seems so like, shouldn't we at this stage like be applying like strategy and efficiency to things? So like maximize the money that we have and the time that we have. And, like it just seems so random. Like if we're going to buy I wouldn't buy cases of figures from Mcfarlane in the hopes that there's a chase in there that I want. I would go to eBay and find the cheapest offering of the one I want and spend the money on that instead of just like constantly buying cases of things, hoping that there's going to be one in there. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Tori Black, well said, well said.
I forgot what I was going to say. That threw me off.
So Abby has a little boo boo if anybody wants it, but I think Rowdy's onto something. That's it's your child now. You gotta care for it, protect it with your life.
Jesus, just send me that money. Just anybody thinking of spending that money, just send it to me instead. I'll put it to good use. I promise.
Or donate it to charity. Like, do something better. Like, come on, buy some artwork for your house that when you look at it makes you happy. Do something. Like talking about, I'm addicted to the thrill of the chase, but that's not making you happy. It's making you miserable.
Right.
And that's a lot of the things that I don't get with so many of these collectors in general online. Never mind the blind box thing. That all they do is just hate things. Like, yeah, I was being real negative about that G.I. Joe little base thing that I bought earlier, but that's because I'm usually, I don't feel like that usually. I'm almost always happy with when I buy something and add it to my collection.
This is your first disappointment, really, from the line. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, you go in hopeful and excited for this new thing. And, but you're not going to continue to be addicted and buy an army of them, hoping that, like, the more you buy, the sturdier the thing is going to be.
Correct. Yeah. I'm actually really hoping to get rid of the extra ones that I have one way or the other.
So, yeah, I think at any point, if you can identify that you are addicted in some way to something that is not giving you a return on your investments, then, like, really reevaluate, and I can register as a charity. So, like, you can donate to the charity of David_Evan_Smith. But yeah, like, there's so much more good that we can do with all of our money than to just, I don't know, sink it into this this endless hole of despair.
Yeah, it reminds me of watching people in a casino in Atlantic City and just thinking, like, I just want to wrap my arms around them and rescue them. Like, please stop. Let's go get you some help. Like, what are you doing with your life? Please stop.
Right. Everyone get off the Labubu train right now. We can do it together.
Unless like you just grab two, like at the checkout, like when you're in the store and that makes you happy. Like if that makes you happy, you should do it. But stop pursuing things that make you miserable.
Yeah, that is sound advice. Stop pursuing things that make you miserable.
Life lessons here at the recap.
Life lessons on the recap.
Some people are sadomasochists.
That's true. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that drives a lot of collector fields.
I mean, I'm a hypocrite. I watch Justin's bullshit ass stream, and so like that's me pursuing something that makes me miserable.
But I appreciate. But you're really watching it for me, and
I'm watching it to support you and Alexi and Kenny and Lord of the Basement. I'm so bad with names, but you know who I mean.
Of course we do.
And I keep saying, David, you should start your own YouTube channel.
Well, thanks. I mean, I'm just happy to be a part of the community, So, like, it's a lot of work from what I can tell. All the pushing the buttons and the, like pulling up the clips and figuring all that out. Like, I'm good to be a passenger seat princess over here.
That's fair.
But I'm glad to know that you would watch, John, if I launched.
I would.
Thank you.
So this is it right here built. This is what I was working on, trying to get it all complete.
But James, did you get yours built in the same time?
Yeah, James, how far along are you?
How's your progress, James?
Sorry, I'm still listening to Rosetta Stone.
You're not, James. You're not multitasking. You got to multitask. Look at me.
Yeah.
If Kenny will make me big screen, look at this baby. Look at this.
Well,
black.
I'm still in the middle of the news segment, but
$20.
We're looking about snakes, large snakes.
When I read the first line before I seen the 3-year-old child part, I thought this was about.
Large snake stuns mother.
Yes. So in other news, okay. So you recall when you were a child, maybe you got one of those cans of peanuts that you open and a snake pops out at you. Surprise. welcome to the Thunderdome, right? In recent news, a 3-year-old child's birthday party. The child is opening a toy that they just received for their birthday, and a real snake comes out of the box. Now, I'm thinking, like, if I'm opening one of my new action figures and a snake comes out, I'm not going to be happy with the situation. Yeah, I think I might even pee a little. I don't know, but what?
I mean, talk about a blind box. Exactly.
There,
like
that's the real blind box. This is
Yeah.
why you shouldn't do blind boxes, folks. See, snakes.
This is why everything needs window packaging, because if there was window packaging, you would know that there was a snake in that damn box. Why are there so many motherfucking snakes in this motherfucking toy box?
So
where did this article originate from? Does it say like what country this happened in?
I'm gonna guess the UK. No, I don't know.
I mean, I could guess Australia, or like
It does sound like an Australia thing.
It was in the UK, in Liverpool.
Oh wow!
Really? I didn't think of a snake infestation.
Okay, first of all, how did the snakes get there? I thought, there wouldn't be.
Yeah,
maybe there. I don't know. No, that was Ireland.
Was
Ireland.
the
I was thinking.
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, I just feel like every story you hear about a snake like coming out of a toilet, and biting somebody on the ass, like is like a South American story or like an Australia story, and like this is just wild.
Yeah, or like somewhere in Alabama.
Right, I could see that.
Yeah, yeah.
But like the UK, like.
But it wasn't alive though, right?
Well, do you think how much research do you think I did for this, John?
Yeah, so you just looked at the headline, Kenny?
No, I skimmed.
Oh, okay. But you don't know if it was a live snake?
I don't, but let's discover, okay? Let's see.
We can learn together. It said it fell out of a box, so maybe it is dead. But like what toy? Like where did the toy come from? Like, and what toy are you buying? What toy are you buying a 3-year-old child that would
you
have
can't see what's
originated
inside
from anywhere that a snake got into the box? Like what?
Oh, it was alive.
It was alive.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It had to be alive if it was going to bury the mother.
This is
And-
talking
and
about
non-venomous.
it's a neighbor's snake. Is this a box like a packaged toy or a toy box where the kid keeps their toys? That's what I need to know.
Reading
Well,
the
somehow it
headline,
ended
I
up on
figured
the
it was
oven.
a prank. Like it was a prank to me. Reading the headline.
Yeah. No, it was an empty toy box, like a box they were about to put into the recycling bin.
Oh, okay. Move it from the oven. Why do you put
There's a whole lot of messy shit happening in this story. Okay,
I don't like this
It's a
story at
snake
all.
in England on an oven inside of a box that was given to a 3-year-old. Okay, nothing good is happening in this
No.
scenario.
No, I don't like anything about this.
Miss Tori says we should just talk more about the Maximum Deadpool. See the decline of it.
Tongue was moving. Keep reading, Kenny.
Yes. Oh, this is what happens. This is the person who spent $300 was hoping to receive. Funnily enough, Christopher, this person was also in the UK, so I don't know what the fuck you guys are doing over there.
Why are you reading UK news anyway? Like,
Well,
they're not.
Why?
We hang out because we hang out with Dan too much. All right, so now I'm reading UK news. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have the only toy news I had over here was that Funko shares are diving still, but we talked about Funko way too much last week. Like, I want people to come back to the channel. I keep bringing up Labubu's, but if I bring up Labubu's and Funkos in the same stream, I might as well shut the
Start
shit down.
talking about model kits. It works.
Oh no.
And last time I was here, he had a story
Dreary.
about sex toys at WNBA games. So,
Yeah.
like, honestly, the snake.
That's true. Oh, there was an update on the sex toy. There was an arrest
Damn it.
made in the WNBA sex toy throwing debacle. So
Really?
yes.
Imagine going to a job interview with that on your record.
Oh, I have a conviction from like throwing a dildo at a WNBA game.
It hit a 9-year-old girl with it.
But I was really drunk at the time, so
Yeah.
Please don't Google me.
Hey, Kenny, the only reason I wanted to bring up the Funko thing was more because does it make you nervous about the Mondo stuff not coming out if they tank?
Well, it would be the same. Like if the company folded.
No,
like,
I just assume that the figures are going to double. I'll be paying $200 for Ghostbusters next year. So, oh no, I'm already paying $200. I'll be paying $400 for.
Well, what I mean is like if they just completely like pulled out and so like they don't make like the Ray, so then you get stuck with 3 of the Ghostbusters and.
Oh, do you know how heartbreaking that would be?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I more wanted to bring it up. Fuck Funko Pops, but I'm talking about they do own Mondo.
Are they in danger of folding? Is that
I don't think they're in that bad a shape.
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, you drop 80% of your stock price in a year, and you don't really have anything but Mondo going for you right now.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, no,
but
they should
do blind boxes. I hear there's a lot of money in blind boxes.
Action figure things.
They have what?
Loungefly.
Oh, okay.
Loungefly, yeah. Yeah, James. I mean, they could do blind boxes. I hear there's a good market for that. So,
all right, I'll leave the pops alone. My bad. I just got nervous. Like I just went in on that Ghostbuster stuff, and I'm like, now am I gonna not get the final figure? You know?
Yeah. Well, I kind of didn't even think about that. I just feel like that is a big reason for the hefty price tag on the Mondo stuff, right? Maybe to help float finances a little bit. I don't know, but yeah, if they were to tank that badly, and then hopefully it happens after I can live without Janine. I mean, I still want Janine, but I can live without Janine.
I mean, they're in a position where they could spin off Mondo into its own company again, which it was at one time, and it was better when it was. Yeah. And they could spin off Loungefly into its own thing, and that's part of the reason that they're in the position that they're in, is their stock was overvalued and they over leveraged by buying up these other companies. But now the stock price,
they should just sell off Mondo to. Or whatever, and
well, be careful what you wish for, because the only person who seems to like buying things up like that is the guy who owns NECA, and then he just buys stuff and crushes it. Like, look at Diamond Select now.
There you go. That or
never mind.
Todd will take over Real Ghostbusters.
Unco forever.
3 Mondos and 2 Mcfarlanes.
I want those He-Man figures they're doing too, Mondo. So the 6-inch ones. So. Yeah.
I think Mondo will be all right, though. Yeah.
All
right, JB. Let's see what you got here.
That was all the news. That was just 2 UK newses. That's it.
Yeah, it was a pretty slow news week. It turns out there's not really a lot of actual news about toys and action figures unless it involves dildos or dog toys. So.
But yeah, this is what you spend at least 5 to 10 minutes working on, at least 10 minutes, and you'll get this together. So
that's cool.
I mean, it does. His eyes do. If I can get my camera to focus, his eyes do light up red. So what I like about it is they put a translucent piece in the head that holds these parts together. So when you flick it, it lights up the color.
So these don't involve any sort of glue or tools. It just snaps together.
These just easy snaps together. Nothing, and and I can shake it. Nothing's moving. No loose parts. Anything.
And
these
are build a figure.
And James, what does the Japanese instruction tell you about tools and or glue?
I mean, it's probably going to say that it snaps together, but you're going to want to have some glue handy. Trust me on that.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I can get
I
out.
love the pictures though. Look what it might look like if I ever.
Hey, yeah.
Here's my G1 Optimus Prime, which is a 4-inch figure, and he lights up as well. If I can get him to. There you go.
Do you have to pluck it every time you want it to light up?
Yes. Or
You-
bang on the desk.
You have to flick it or sit it down and it lights
Okay.
up. It's like a sensor thing. But
Interesting.
this these don't take long at all. I could build these in like just 3 to 4 minutes. I could build these ones pretty quick. It's just when you go to like the leader class or the classic champion class they call it, you have a
Sure.
lot more smaller parts for these compared to these when these are mostly big pieces that you just put together. So
And Kenny is trying to get a job at your factory.
yeah.
And 3 to 4 minutes.
These they're called
Did put
Galaxy
that together
ones.
pretty quick. Yeah.
Yeah, they come in sets of sometimes there's ones that usually they come in sets of 9. So you'll get 9 transformers in total, and you'll even get like a let me pull him out real quick. You'll get, if you're lucky, a complete metallic version with painted with a printed deco on the figure. I know you probably can't really.
This is if I'm lucky. Okay.
It comes in a blind box.
They are in blind boxes, yes.
Oh.
They are in blind boxes, so if you won't want the one with the deco, it's just you'll get lucky, but most of the time you have to buy the full set to get the blind box. Or if you have like a Walmart selling these as well, and there's a store called Game Exchange, if you guys heard of those, they sell these too. So you can pick them up there as well, and that's where I get most of mine is from Game Exchange.
But you're not spending $300 a week on them, though, right?
No.
Okay.
No. These are like $5 a piece.
Yeah.
He
These
already
are
got the
$5.
shiny one. He's done.
Yeah, these are $5 a piece. These you'll probably spend at least $12 at the most for these ones. So,
JB, if you're planning to be here next week, I want to challenge you to buy like 50 of these and try to assemble as many of them as possible in the duration
On the
of
stream.
You would be
I
able
like
to
this.
set so many world records.
that's what I was doing right here was assembling this thing. I was just like letting you guys talk about the new. So I'm like, I'll assemble this together.
Think of how many you could do in the duration of a stream. Like, you'd be in the Guinness Book. I promise you.
I should probably do that. Get a bunch of them. But
The challenge is
like a
issued.
giant shelf dedicated to these.
You could customize them with blind box Labubu heads on them.
There you go.
Now we're
Oh,
talking.
I've seen people customize them for sure. People have like repainted them and put some new deco on them and everything, and they look pretty cool.
But I want James to come prepared next week to assemble the Wonder Woman.
It's going to
in
take
the same
him the
duration.
entire week just
It's
to put
going to
that
take
together.
him a few days at least.
I was gonna say, I think y'all could check with me like next August, and I probably will not.
It ain't going to take you that long, James.
You said it
No,
was
I'm not.
the
I'm just
scale.
saying I wouldn't even have started it yet. I'm
Wait.
just gonna keep looking at it and being like, "Fuck, man."
See,
I
look,
can't."
mine don't have words. It's just pictures showing you how to snap it together. See?
I don't know if that's
I get
good or
no
bad.
issues whatsoever. Really,
Well,
I've developed
I'll
a
send you
habit.
this Wonder Woman and then put it together.
Well, really,
I'll
what I've
send you
done
$50 when you send it
is-
back to me.
what I've done is I've developed a bad habit where I've got a little thing in my head where I'll build one part. Like, let's say I build this arm, right, from scratch. Look at the instructions. So then the next arm, I don't have to look at the instructions. I just put it together the same way. Or if you build most of these, it comes to you naturally where you don't need the instructions, really. Half the time, especially when it comes to the small ones, I could build an entire box set and not have to look at the instructions whatsoever to put them together.
I feel like I have the same attitude when it comes to IKEA furniture, but then the leg of the table is on top.
So James, you just need to be able to build. James, you just need to be able to build the left arm, and then the rest of it will fall into place.
Yeah.
I promise.
It won't. David is lying to you, James, because you said that's
Would I lie?
1/6 scale. I don't even want to tell you like how long this 1/12 scale thing that I bought sat. Like after I got the torso and the arms put together, I just like set it to the side for like 2 weeks. I was like, I'm not touching this thing until I finally pulled it back out.
I think the most difficult model kit I've ever put together was when Bandai did like a master model kit. And it was like a 12-inch Goku figure. I think that's the most I put. Like that figure took me with all the little pieces and everything. It took me at least a couple of days to build that one. So,
like a couple days, like nonstop, like through the day, and
No, like taking breaks because it was just a lot of little parts you had to put together. Like it took a lot longer than it would take me to build a Lego set. Let's just say that. It was a pain to put together. So
yeah, I have learned from this one that model kits are not fucking for me.
well, like I said, these small box ones, these blind box ones are fun to build. Like they're just a little time waster. Like if you've got nothing to do, you can put them together in just 5 minutes, and it won't take you no time at all. And it makes a cool collection.
I got calluses putting Blackheart Build-A-Figure together. I'm not fucking with that. Keep it.
Yeah, that figure was a bit textured to make it a Build-A-Figure. You're not wrong about that.
Bro, they're getting the legs on, like with those little spikes and shit. Like I was breaking the skin. It's not cute. It's not cute.
I too have delicate hands. So
who you calling delicate? Just because I'm wearing a pink shirt and I'm a homosexual?
I said delicate hands.
So I can get G1 Megatron as well. So,
well, I am gonna go get some.
Put the Wonder Woman together
and start Wonder Woman.
You going to Taco Bell?
No.
Oh.
Not tonight. I don't. Oh, I hope not. I don't know. Maybe
you don't know yet. It still could be. Yeah. Well, I guess. I mean, this is probably a good time to wind down, unless anybody has anything that we didn't cover already. But I mean, we've covered everything from Maximum Deadpool to
Snakes in the UK.
Snakes in the UK, and sex toy updates. Yeah, I think we're good. Checked all those boxes. All right, so take it around. James, since you volunteered to leave first, I guess I'll go over to you.
Oh, I don't have anything to promote. I'm glad to hang out with
Thank you, James. Bye. No, I'm joking.
Thank you for having me on, Kenny, as always. And yeah, I sometimes I feel when I get in the chat, I'm like, man, I got to get on there because I can't.
Because you're pissed off at the bad information that we're putting out there.
It's just easier than typing in the chat. He can just.
I'm here. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, David pushed me over the edge. I was like, Jesus Christ! Oh, God damn it! Why did I say that? Anyways.
Okay.
Thanks. Get the fucking camera off me. Go
I was just, the longer it goes, the better. So,
Yeah. Kenny, like James said, appreciate you having me on. As always, I hope again to be here with y'all next week. If anybody wants to follow me, of course, I have a YouTube channel, JBTM. Make sure you put at JBTMR to find it. Then I also do have a Instagram page. It's JBTM_reviews. So you can find me on there. I know these boys are following me. Some of them are and some of them aren't, but it is what it is. But again, appreciate being here.
Well, thank you. John?
Compulsive collector. If you can find that on something, then I'm there. If you can't, then I'm not. And hopefully soon I will have this fucking thing finished and built. And then I still have to do some weathering or something on it. Hopefully next time I'll just have assembled and painted action figures to talk about.
I think the lesson that I'm taking away from this is to not buy anything that I need to assemble. It may have actually changed my perspective on Build-A-Figures. I just want everything to be together now.
Word. David _Evan_Smith, and you can sometimes find me here, and most times find me on Saturdays on Collecting Justified on the Just Justin Collects YouTube channel, and on Instagram at David_Evan_Smith. So, and I am following you, JB, on Instagram, in case you didn't notice. But see you guys around. I'll see you guys on Saturday.
Excellent.
Could we get James full screen one more time real quick?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Kenny.
Look at his face. Look at him.
I took you over the edge today.
Totally.
I'm so glad. I hope you're satisfied.
I had to clean up before I turned my camera on.
I hope you're satisfied.
I feel so bad. I went on Instagram searching up compulsive collector, searching up John's page. This is what I got. A woman in a pink bathing suit.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a lady with the labubus.
I see it. Yeah. Well, folks, this is Encountered Culture, or I am, or something is. I don't know. Anyway, you see the ticker below. If you ever want to be on whatever this is, all you got to do is send me a DM on the day of the show. Get you on. We can talk about toys. We can cover toy news. If you have any updates on snakes in the UK, please feel free to share, because inquiring minds would like to know. This is, a good opportunity once again to remind you to hit that like and subscribe below. And if you're feeling up for it, you can become a member of the Encountered Cult. And David, I don't know if you saw this earlier, but I based on last week's stream, I do have a new thing. Are you ready for this?
I didn't see. Let me see.
That's right.
That's very bold. Very bold.
I did not see that either. That's fucking awesome.
So that's, I guess that's what I'm doing now. I've started a cult, folks. So if you would like to join these people, you too can be a member of the Encountered Cult. Okay. So, guys, I appreciate you all for coming and hanging out. It makes it a good show, a fun time. And even if we get way off topic, or actually, I don't even know if that's the case, because really, what are we even talking about most of the time? So do appreciate you guys for coming. Chat, I appreciate all of you for coming and hanging out tonight. Abby, take care. Lone Dragon, thanks for dropping in. And folks, next week, maybe it's Thursday, maybe it's Friday. Sometimes I don't even know until we get there. But the good news is Thursday comes before Friday. That's what they tell me. So,
and David comes before both.
Yeah, he does.
I thought we weren't supposed to talk about how David comes.
That's true. That's true.
Talk about that.
Gotta provide a full circle moment so that I can take James over the edge.
Okay, I see. It's all come together. Oh, let's all come together. No.
Woo!
All right, folks. I think we've said it all. So I'm going to turn it over to Bill and Ted. Take it easy, and we'll see you next Friars.
Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes!